latest in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Marco Hoke Show.
All right, everybody, we are back. And I'll tell you what, I disappeared for a little while, not long. I think, 3:30? It's now 7, and half of the players decided to go home. Well, they didn't decide to go home. Someone made them go home, as we are now down to 15 here left in the main event of the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown. Oh my, here we go. We are going to be playing for some serious coin. $68,000 on the line. Of course, that is Canadian, but it is tax-free too, so at least for us, if you were, your American came up here. Pretty exciting stuff happening, and we'll get to talk about me being the kiss of death, apparently. I would just like to apologize to Mike Leah and Logan Dunn, because the minute that I tweeted that they were still in the tournament, lo and behold, they're gone. Oh, very sad day for me, but not as much for them. By the way, I see, let me pull this up here real quick. Oh, my God, everything's not working all of a sudden. There we go. I see JJ Corrado's out there in the chat box. JJ. Hey, Skype's open if you guys want to give us a call. In fact, I'll put that number up on here right now because, of course, we're going to be with you all the way until this is over. That's right. We've got a big battle coming up, and players, of course, are on break at the moment for about another 11 minutes or so. But we'll be here the whole time, and, of course, I will be relying heavily on the double L's over here. Just like Superman, had Lana, Lois, and all those guys. I've got Lane and Lyle. But they're more the Supermen than me. That's all right. Lane kind of has a sort of a Clark Kent thing going over there. Looking sharp, but he's getting some updates right now on ca.pokernews.com. Of course, that is Poker News Canada. If you want to check out some of the things happening here, of course, we'll be giving live updates as well. But this should be a great finish this evening here at the Canadian Poker Tour. I'm trying to see what they've. They got something on. What tournament's that over there? I'm trying to see what that one is. Liberie and Vanessa Selpst on there. So we got all sorts of stuff going on in the tube. But right now, everybody stepping back and taking it easy as they're getting ready to head down the home stretch here for this Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown main event. Bottom player left is going to get $36.10. On top is $68,000. And we got about 9.24 million chips in play here. Average chip stack around 616,000. Blinds are going to be up to 8,000, 16,000. So everybody better get on their horse. This is going to be a wild run here when these guys come back from break for sure. But we had just a run of eliminations the second I got back into the room. As Mike Leah busted 18th. Tough hand for Mike. He opens from middle position with making it 24,000. Doug James pops it to 50. Everybody gets out, and Leah goes all in. James calls, and James showing aces. Leah in with an ace-4 of diamonds. Leah did get 2 diamonds on the flop, but no help the rest of the way. And Mike Leah was eliminated by Doug James, the man who finished 4th in the high roller, was the day 1-8 leader. And I'm sorry, Lane Anderson is just making me chuckle over here. But Mike Leah went out, and then right after that, Logan Dunn went out. So I hope those guys really don't hold it against me. That's kind of a tough tweeting sequence on my part. But those two players eliminated, so he goes out in 17th. And then we have Ruben Percival knocked out on a hand against Cliff Green. Green went into the gun 3,500. Percival shoves for 175 right away. Green makes the call. Green shows ace-queen, Percival with nines. Queen on the flop, queen on the turn. 9 would have saved him, but unfortunately didn't come, and we said goodbye to Ruben Percival out in 16th place for $3,365. So that's kind of where it stands right now. We'll get you some. I know the chip counts are being finalized here. I know that the top 5 are pretty close, but I'll tell you what. A couple of the boys breaking away here. Quentin Siffeldine is out in front right now, 1.37 million, followed by Dustin Centani at 1.25. Peter Kamutsitis at 1.13. Chris Zemesko, we were talking about him earlier today. He's at 637,000, and Zarian Kwam at 545,200. Not sure where the 2 came from. I would have thought those. I guess they're still going to be in there. No, those hundreds should be out. So Kwam at 545. But some other names towards the top of the board right now. Doug James still in. Jimmy Lee still in. Lee finished 3rd in that high roller event. So this is going to be quite an outstanding run here. But a few guys building up some big chip stacks. And, of course, it's going to get very interesting for them. Starting to play shorthanded a little bit. 8 and 7. And we'll be seeing more of that aggressive play coming out that we've seen pretty much this whole tournament. I mean, the guys firing a lot of bullets, and then, of course, a lot of eliminations. Early today, we had that super speedy bubble where we didn't even get to go hand for hand. It just happened. It's unreal. So, should be a pretty exciting finish here tonight, and we're going to bring it to you all the way here on the Mark Hoke Show. Of course, not a lot going on right now because we're on break, and I don't want to bug Lane. He looks focused. He's got that iced tea over there. Getting ready to go. But the other event going on, we do have a bounty tournament going on as well. The final event of this series, event number 10. So those players are battling it out over there. And I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll give you a little bit of a rundown on what has taken place in this entire series. A great one, as every guarantee has been met. I assume the bounty tournament met its guarantee too. We'll find out about that in a little bit, but it has been a good one. Wow. But of course, we want to make sure that we thank a lot of our great sponsors of the show. Of course, we have our good friends at Blind Squirrel Apparel. Make sure you go to blindsquirrelapparel.com. 20% off with the code HOKE. That's made for the gambler and you, kids. Look good and be lucky. blindsquirrelapparel.com, 20% off with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. Our good friends at Double Digit Covers, the greatest sports consultant team in the world. I'll just say it right now at doubledigitcovers.com. You can get your free winner today by giving them a call at 855-489-2700. That's 855-489-2700. Or you can get a free winning pick sent right to your phone every day, doubledigitcovers.com. Stop guessing and start winning with the boys at DDC. We've got our friends at BlueRail.net, home of the Mark Hoke Show. Of course, we'll host your website for $9 a month. It's a big, Mark Hoke Show special on that one. And, of course, also we've got, any type of platform you need built for your website. They can do it. Multi-business platforms. We've got, e-commerce, whatever has to be done. Bob's going to do it for you. You can give Bob a call at Bob Lusk a call at 522-820-5128. That's 522-820-5128. Blue Rail, we build websites. How far do you want to go? The brand new book from Dutch Boyd, Sweeping the Poker World, and it's Poker Tilt. You can go to pokertilt.com or pick it up on Amazon today. And I'm going to tell you right now, you will be glad you did. It's bound to go down as one of the great poker books ever written. So make sure you check it out at pokertilt.com. Our good friends at the Grindettes, make sure you check out the Grindettes, the greatest ladies poker team around. Katie Stone, Katie Dozier, Jen Shahade, and Jamie Kerstetter. Go to grindettes.com, and of course you can follow them on Twitter at Grindettes, and on Facebook, the Grindettes. We also have our good friends here at, Deej Poker right there. check them out at deegpoker.com for some great new poker apparel. And the guys are fantastic too. A couple of guys in the military and everything. I mean, they're doing a great job promoting their product, and you're going to enjoy it too. So once again, Deeg Poker, DEEG Poker.com. And also, by the way, coming up, we get to have some fun in Las Vegas. And, of course, you can watch it at home, too. But the World Series of Fighting returns to action in the Hard Rock Casino coming up here on Saturday, August 9th. Out of Las Vegas, we're going to be fighting at the Hard Rock. If you want to get tickets, go to WSOF.com or stop by the Hard Rock in Las Vegas. It is Palomino versus Gonzalez. And what a great card this is going to be with these two guys. Of course, Gonzalez undefeated and 9-0 in his MMA career, looking for win number 10. Two-time California State Wrestling Champion, which says something right there. And he's going to be taking out knockout specialist Palomino, who is calling for the knockout. He says 9-0 is going to turn into 9-1 real quick. So if you want to check that out, once again, you go to WSOF.com. And if you can't get to Las Vegas, well, you can always tune in on NBC Sports Network, like I believe we're doing right now here in the room. So check it out at WSOF.com for WSOF 12. Happening this next Saturday. It's coming Saturday, August 9th. Man, I can't believe it. We're already nearly a week into August. Unbelievable. All right, so that's where we stand right now. Players are getting ready to come back in here and take their seats. Of course, some of the more well-known names in the room, Mike Lee, unfortunately, going down in 18th place. Logan Dunn, who had a great interview with, along with a couple of his buddies there on the show earlier. You can check those videos out on YouTube at, just look up Marco Hoke. That's all you got to do. All right, so we're just getting ready to get back and play here. And with Quentin Siffaldine leading the way, 1.37 million. And looking pretty strong at this point. And hopefully we'll get Roger down here. We'll get we'll get Kelly down here to say hi and get back in here and help out a little bit. And maybe send a few of the players over to you. We had T-Win going out a while ago. Let's see if we've got some other eliminations. And one of the big ones, by the way, out in 19th was Thomas Slivka, who had that huge chip lead earlier today. Was over 835,000 going into day two, but unfortunately just ran into the wall and was eventually eliminated by Chris Zimesco. Zimesco ace-7 against ace-3 of diamonds ends up sending Slivka out the door, and that's going to be a disappointment for him considering how big of a chip lead he brought in. And let's see if some of the other eliminations going in here. Jerome McConan looks like was out in 20th. Leah had ace-jack against McConan's queen-5. Was obviously very short-stacked at that point. Leah hits two pairs on the flop, turns a full house. And that pretty much took care of that. So McConan goes out the door on that one. It looks like before that, Quentin Siffaldine knocked Daniel Butts out of the tournament. That put Siffaldine up to 1.18. So a pretty big win there. And Latif Uyar, who had been towards the top of this leaderboard, also getting whacked earlier today. Not queens against nines, but a 9 on the river, and Jay Tan went to 490,000 on that hand, and Uyar out the door. And those are all the updates we had. Of course, this had a very interesting money bubble as these guys didn't even go hand for hand today when we got down to 31 players. Went from 34 to 31 just like that, and all of a sudden These guys all cashed. It was a pretty surreal scene because you usually expect a money bubble to drag out, but that did not happen here. And now these players are just getting back in. Ready to roll, and cards are in the air. Lines are at 8,000, 16,000, 2,000 ante. And we are underway. So 15 players left, and we'll keep you updated as we go along. And Lane Anderson from Poker News is looking pretty comfortable over there. Sipping his iced tea, very cozy. There you go. So maybe we'll get an update from Lane at some point, if he's feeling frisky. But he's got work to do too. We can't bug him too much. So here's Kelly, meandering back in the house. So Kelly Kellner, the Canadian Poker Tour, stop by. Very successful series for the Canadian Poker Tour as they barreled through. We'll see if we get the word on the last event here, the Bounty Tournament. Can't imagine they missed the guarantee on that either. And I'm just curious if we got any updated chip counts here either, but Kelly Kellner making his way over. Look at this guy. Kelly.
How are you?
Good. Hey, are you ready to do what I do for the next 4 or 5 hours?
Possibly. I am very possibly. Had
Talking-
a nice little afternoon nap, but cruising around the Bounty Tournament. 180 players in that Bounty Tournament today.
Bounty, of course, guarantee crushed, right?
Yes, crushed.
Crushed.
Yeah, I think the guarantee was, for about 100. So, again, almost doubled the guarantee.
Unreal. Well, so that officially makes this a pretty darn good series for you.
Very successful series. And, one of the best, you look at the cumulative attendance, you look at the cumulative prize pools. Not a lot to compare it to in recent years. So, going back, there used to be some bigger series that we were involved with in Calgary that used to have a 3-day 760 buy-in. But you're looking back now 7, 8 years. So great to see the momentum coming back to poker in Alberta, the CPT, and now with showing that we can deliver here now, laying the groundwork and laying the foundation for us to get other cities and other provinces growing and doing a lot more than we have been with them in the past. So,
congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been awesome. So
look at the smile on the face too. Look at that.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. But everybody's tired. I was just talking to Jeff Johnson, tournament director here, and the staff has done such an amazing job. Kenny Sizer and the whole crew. So he says he's not going to be here to present the winner tonight later on, but I will be. So
Okay.
we're going to have a nice few days off here and get caught up on our sleep here pretty soon.
There you go. So, of course, we just lost Mike Leal a while ago in 18th place. But let's, you probably know a fair amount of these players. Who do you have sitting in the room right now?
Cliff Green from Red Deer is he's a tough, fierce competitor. He's just so intimidating at the table. Dwayne Wong over there. Looks like Chris Clisby from Winnipeg, very good friend of mine. Chris won the Manitoba Lotteries Poker Open 2 years ago. We did a nice feature on him in Canadian Poker Player magazine. All these guys that are left in here still, everybody has just got such talent. It's going to be interesting to see how it comes down.
All right. So we're, of course, playing 15 players left and looking at $68,000 on top of the big board for one of these lucky guys. That's not a bad prize to go home with.
That's,
Buy you a lot of poutine.
Yes, it would. It would.
Don't you love how I'm dropping the Canadian
but
references? I did my homework.
I know. You're just you're loving Canada, aren't you?
I enjoy it up here, absolutely.
Yeah. Did you end up getting Leah Thias to McDonald's?
No, that hasn't been taken care of yet.
Okay. We'll get working on that.
Yeah, we got to get somebody on that.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to see him tear into a Big Mac.
I wouldn't mind a Big Mac.
I'm not feeling very Big Mac-y.
No?
After that buffet we did today.
Oh, Sunday brunch was outstanding. So, I'm pretty stuffed as well too. So, anyways, we'll see. A little late night Mickey D's run. we'll look at that.
We can't do better than Mickey D's after a great tournament series like this.
Yeah, I think we could.
I think we could too.
And should. So
at least
okay.
a burger. I think the bar's got the bison burger and the beer for $9.99. That's not bad.
Do they? I didn't even see that. That looks good. Okay. I wouldn't mind stepping it up. We haven't had a really, really big, nice dinner. So I don't know. We'll figure something out.
All right.
You don't leave till midnight tomorrow night.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Okay. Well, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, we got some time. Boy, and I'm very excited. American football.
Yes.
On the tube, even though it's preseason.
Yep. No, we're getting back into it. Is it what time is it? Oh, the game's on now.
Yeah, we got the preseason game between the Hall of Fame game between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills.
Very nice.
I hear some Toronto boys are looking to buy the team. By the way.
Oh, really?
There's a few groups looking to purchase the team now that Ralph Wilson has unfortunately passed away.
Yep.
And of course, I think John Bon Jovi's in with a couple of Toronto guys.
Yep.
And they're kind of scared they're going to move the team.
Yeah.
You can't take our Buffalo Bills.
No, you can't.
You guys can't do that.
What does Double Digit Covers have to say about the game tonight?
Actually, I know that was Tony's free play.
Oh, was it?
So you could probably go to the website right now and find out.
Really?
Yeah, really.
How about we make a little side bet?
On this?
I don't know. What's the score?
Oh, I don't know. I hate betting on.
Let's wait till halftime. We'll
I
do a
hate
second
betting on
half bet.
preseason football. It scares me.
Yeah, I know.
We need to get this golf thing off of here. Let me put it to this way. I was looking up at one of the screens.
Yeah.
Right, and they were showing how one of the holes had broken down.
Yeah.
You know, by score, and the top line said Eagles, and I was thinking, oh, what are the football games on?
you got football on your mind.
Yeah.
So. We'll get this screen switched here. It's great playing in Blaze Bar. We've got about half a dozen big screens and just a great environment in here. But this will be the last time we actually play in Blaze Restaurant.
Right.
Here we've gotten approval now to actually run major events in the brand new 2,300 seat Grey Eagle Event Center.
Yeah.
So Lee Athias, casino manager, has challenged me to think bigger. I'm always a big thinker.
How are you going to do bigger than this?
I
will.
Definitely will. Some people say, I ask, are you a glass half empty or a glass half full? And I can look at it saying, I don't really care. I just want a bigger glass.
Yeah.
I'm a bigger glass kind of guy.
Right.
So easy to think bigger. So we're going to start building this CPT National Poker Championships, and I think that's the answer.
Should be good.
Yeah, it's going to be excellent. So.
And of course, so once again, we're live here at the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown. It is the main event here in the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino event. Technically, it was event number 8. 8
of the total 10 events. Bounty is the 10th event. 8,300 for first place.
We still got 2 trophies back there.
2 trophies to give away tonight. So they're. I think they'll probably finish up about the same time. I think they're down to about a third of the field left in the bounty, about 60 or so. So that worked out really well. That's the biggest bounty tournament we've had. We've usually, we were pretty excited last time. I think we got like 140, and so the 180 players in the one-day event. It's just great to see those nice field sizes here. So
yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, and of course we're in Calgary, having an awesome time here, and the Marco Hoke Show coming to you live.
Yep.
Of course, also streamed on CPT. I shouldn't say CPT. How about CanadianPokerTour.tv?
CanadianPokerTour.tv.
It's a hell of a website.
It is. Thank you very much. I see Quentin Silvaldine is in. He's our chip leader
at the moment.
Quentin is, good buddy. He did so well in the main event this year, and it's a year that the Canadians need to kind of take a look and try and see how we can strategize to get some better results. So of course, no World Series of Poker bracelets this year.
Well, you know what? You ran into the American buzzsaw, which was really good, but the Germans had a red-hot contingency going over there.
Sure
of course, George Danzer winning 2 bracelets, Dominic Nishiki picking up a bracelet along with a couple of other guys there. I mean, that is, and I'll tell you what, you have guys like Philip Grusom, Marvin Rettmeyer. Unfortunately, had a terrible World Series, just shocking.
Yeah.
And I know he was pretty devastated by that.
Yeah.
But I think Martin next year, might want to tone down the party a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's
he had a
definitely
good time this year.
Yeah,
but not at the tables.
Yes, exactly.
That's always hard for these young guys. I don't know what the scene is necessarily like up here for your younger players, but a lot of times, sometimes the young guys get some success and then get caught up in all the ancillary stuff that's going on, and forget a little bit about what got them there.
Yes. Yeah. The foundation of what they need to do, and there's no doubt. So, for Canada, we with our with our partnership now with Ivy League, we're going to push the Ivy League memberships to our base of players, and try and really encourage everybody to put a commitment in to trying to fix the leaks in their game, to try and start moving forward. And I know the videos that I've watched now, once I've signed up, have really encouraged me to take a look at why am I busting at a certain place, and what areas of my game do I need to fix. And so I'm really looking forward to kind of taking some time and just taking a little bit of time off it and working on that side of my own personal game as well.
Yeah,
so.
That's important. I think that one of the guys that really stood out to me, two of them actually, Phil Hellmuth had taken a little bit of time to step aside and realize that he needed to improve his mixed game play, and then he really bared down for about 6 months and worked with some guys, and all of a sudden then comes out and starts winning bracelets and doing well in the mixed game tournaments. Daniel Negreanu kind of did the same thing with especially with his online game, where he was struggling there for a long time and just got frustrated. And then said, you know what, I'm going to step back. I'm going to talk to some people. I'm going to figure it out. And he did. And it's amazing that when you think about that, a lot of guys are content with their game. But when you have somebody like a Phil Hellmuth or a Daniel Negreanu willing to say, you know what, there's always there's room here to do something better.
Exactly.
And can take the egos aside and do it. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
No, it's very impressive, and I think it sends a great message to players. There's, this industry is filled with people with a lot of ego, and that's what fundamentally helps players to be successful. But when you don't realize that you always have to continue making adjustments and learning and getting better, and that the leaders of this industry are the first to acknowledge that. I was very fortunate. I had some great poker life experiences, but back I was down at the Bay 101 tournament, probably about 6 years ago now, and I hadn't met Phil, and Huck Seed had just recently won our Canadian Open Heads Up tournament. Phil had actually wrote an article for the magazine on Huck's win. And we wanted to get together, so we went out to Palo Alto, and Matt Savage and Joe Seabuck and Lane Flack and Gavin Smith, and boy, what a night that was! And actually, oh my God, Lane Flack almost was impaled by the mechanical bull at the bar we went to at 1 o'clock in the morning, and that was the start of it. But we ended up at Phil Hellmuth's house about 2 in the morning, and he took me into his back office and sat down, and we talked poker. He cracked open a couple of bottles of Cristal, and we were drinking champagne at Phil Hellmuth's house. And I, we're just very overwhelmed at that, and just a couple of little things that he said. He was very serious, and he took the time to talk poker and talk my game, and I'll never forget that. And I remember he said to me that one thing is that that's always stuck with me in any tournament I play, and he says, the bigger a fold that you can make in a tournament, where you're walking around banging your head against the wall, I mean, why did I fold that? That's when you become a better player, and when you're able to make those massive laydowns, and not reach and not look, well, geez, I had 6 outs, or I should have, I gave it a shot. And being in that discipline. So, I've been mentored myself, I spent some time with him. Of course, our good friend Gavin Smith. The thing with Gavin is it's tough love. So when I play a tournament and bust, he makes me explain to him exactly what happened, exactly how many chips each player at the table had, to a level of such precision that if I don't know, he just abuses me.
Wow.
And you know how that can be, the old Gavin Smith.
Yeah, Gavin Smith abuse, not good.
Oh, yeah. No, exactly. And I'm so scared to bust a tournament and have to go to tell Gavin, well, this is what I did. And fear that abuse. So the fear motivation side of of making sure I don't do something stupid in a tournament was very, very big, especially down playing some of the events down in the States with him and that. So, and Dan Fleischman was another one.
Dan, yeah.
We ran a series down at the Hard Rock in Las Vegas, a Mega Stack series in the summer of 2009, and it was interesting because the first couple of tournaments, and I was just throwing it out there, donking off chips, and I always had the ability and still have the ability to get chips early because I like to see a ton of flops, and just try and hit, and players, you don't really see it coming a lot of times, and and it's a strategy, and it's part of my game that has some consistent results early. But for so long, I could never switch gears and just stop seeing flops. And then, you get a big stack, and then donkey off. And so Dan was very good at me at breaking down tournament play into different levels and different goals within a tournament. Breaking it down into simply you needing to do, once you get those chips, to do whatever it takes to make the money. And to always be focused on that you're not going to just play 1 or 2 tournaments a year and try and try and get lucky, but to have that consistent strategy of looking your return on your investment and making sure that when you're close that you're not bubbling. And I've shared some of that with a few of my friends of how to adjust your game so that you're not consistently bubbling.
Right.
Once you get to that goal number 1, then for me, what he found that was the advice for me that I had to do was actually get up and walk and mentally get away from the table, even if it's just for one hand, to make that make that snap in my mind, saying, okay, now you're in it. Now you're in your next goal. You're in your next mode. And then positioning, looking, breaking that next step. How do you make the final table, even if you have 1 chip? When you get to that final table, do anything it takes to get to the final table. Don't try to win it with 15 players left. You need to try and win it when you get to the final table, and that's your third goal, is that final table strategy. So he was very, very strong as an influence with me in helping me to break that down. And after that, it wasn't that long before I went to Punta Cana and chopped the Punta Cana Poker Challenge for
Nice.
85K. So I've had some great, like I say, some great poker life experiences and a lot of fun, and looking forward to where the industry goes from here. So
Yeah, it's an exciting time, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So much going on. I'll tell you what, let's get a break in, and we'll come back, and we're going to chit-chat a little bit more and see what's going on here in the tournament. Once again, we are down to 15 players left here in the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown main event. Blinds are at 8,000, 16,000, 2,000 ante. So the price of poker going up.
it is. Yep. About 40 bigs is the average stack. So there's going to be, it's starting to consolidate a little bit now. So it'll be a fun next few hours.
Should be. And we're going to be here the whole time.
Cool.
Aren't you excited?
I'm very excited.
You're going to find out what it's like to have to talk for 5 or 6 hours straight.
Yeah. We'll do it.
Commercial breaks are good.
Yes. Exactly. That sounds great.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll be right back here on the Marco Hoke Show. Kelly Kellner along here with me. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Saturday, August 9th, live from the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. The World Series of Fighting returns with WSOF 12. Luis Palomino, Luis Gonzalez, Ronnie Marks, and Cully Butterfield go head-to-head for a shot at the title.
Shuts it down!
Plus, 8 of Las Vegas's top MMA fighters square off for an electric night of action. For tickets, go to AXS.com and the Hard Rock box office or WSOF.com.
Poker players, it's time to check out DeegePoker.com. Deej Poker is the unique and clever choice for a new generation of true grinders, representing the full spectrum of poker players from the novice to the world champion. A true Deej player gives their heart and soul for countless hours at the table to be the best. And Deej Poker Apparel shows everyone who you really are, on and off the felt. So join the new generation at DeegePoker.com. That's DEEG Poker.com. Deej Poker, the world's newest poker apparel store.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages, or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go?
Sports bettors, tired of getting beat every week at your sportsbook? It's time to stop guessing and start winning. We all know cash is king, and it's time to let the team at Double Digit Covers come to the rescue to help you get the positive cash flow you need to live the life you've always dreamed about. Tony Dos and his all-star sports handicapping team will be in your corner to help you beat the point spread, bring excitement and winning to your betting experience, and build your bankroll to levels you never thought possible. Get free winning sports information at doubledigitcovers.com. Stop guessing and start winning today at doubledigitcovers.com.
Call now for today's free winner. 1-855-489-2700. That's 1-855-489-2700.
The Canadian Poker Tour returns to Calgary, Alberta, Canada for the CPT Summer Showdown July 24th through August 3rd at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. With 10 big events over 11 days featuring over $500,000 in guarantees, it promises to be one of the most exciting events on the summer poker calendar. Plus, the Mark Hoke Show will be there live from July 31st through August 3rd for coverage of the CPT Summer Showdown High Roller and Main Event. For the full schedule and outstanding hotel and flight discounts, just visit CanadianPokerTour.tv. That's CanadianPokerTour.tv. See you in Calgary July 24th through August 3rd at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino for the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel apparel.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we return live to the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown. We shouldn't be having showdowns in this. It should be a summer soiree. You know, something like a little more calm and mellow.
Oh no, let's step it up to the summer.
Let's have a showdown, baby. Let's have a winter, like a winter showdown.
Yeah, we do. We did the spring showdown. We haven't built the winter showdown yet. We're going to build that one.
I think the winter's a good time to have a fight. It's freaking cold up here.
Yeah. Want to hear about a great event we had a number of years ago?
Sure.
We had the Ultimate Freeze Out. The CPT Ultimate Freeze Out.
Oh, there you go.
Now, get this. This is an event we had outside in
What?
Brandon, Manitoba.
What?
Yes. In a hotel parking lot in downtown Brandon, Manitoba. And I'm going to set it up a little bit. We had just done our national championships, our top 50 players. We had tried to decide where we were going to go to do our televised finals. And we had Party Poker as a sponsor of the show. And we're thinking, geez, end of January, every place that cold. Should we go to Ontario? That wind is cold off the lake. Do you want to come to where should we go? So we just decided, listen, if everybody's going to get on a plane and go somewhere, why don't we go somewhere nice? So we went down. Our friend Stefan has Ocean World Casino down in Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic. We jumped on a plane, took everybody down there, and went there. So it was absolutely beautiful. Temperatures were great. So I had to come. So I left there, and it was about 100, 102, 103 when I left there. Jumped on the plane, went to Winnipeg, met Gavin Smith, who had flown in from Vegas, and got off the plane in Winnipeg, Manitoba, where I grew up.
Great town.
Minus 52 wind chill. It's 150 degrees swing
so hard.
in about 3 hours. So we drove out. We did about an hour and a half drive or 2 hour drive, I guess it was, to Brandon, which is in the western part of the province. Prop betting, everything with Gavin. It was degenerate prop betting, odd or even on the next mileage marker to Brandon. Just everything you could think of. And we were mixing a few road jars on the way, and it was fun. No. Don't do that anymore, though, for the kids out there listening.
Yeah, bad, very bad.
Exactly. Just drink your vitamin water and such. But anyway, so I think we were mixing some Caesars on the way, and just having a great time. But so, anyways, we had this tournament outdoors, had 100 players, had over 100 people on the waiting list, which is a $100 buy-in. And we played it outside. The dealers, we had a.
Hold on, I got to stop for a second.
Yeah.
We're in a minus 50-ish wind chill situation.
Yes, sir.
And you're having a tournament outdoors.
Outdoors, the ultimate freeze-out. And the tournament went for about 8.5 hours. The dealers, they were working 15-minute shifts. They cut the fingers out of the gloves. We had Mark's Require House as a sponsor of it. And
that's convenient.
Oh, my God. It was unbelievable. And people thought, so anyways, I ended up busting with Pocket Kings in level 2. And we got so they sponsored us, like they got us all dressed up, and boy, we were. And it wasn't that bad the way we were, but I got accused of trying to lose early. But I Pocket Kings all in pre. There was a raise, I popped, I jammed it. What are you going to do? They're Kelly Kellners. You got to, It was one of the greatest hands ever.
That's crazy.
Anyways, so jammed pre with the Kings. I was out of there. Gavin lasted about 4 levels. We had some crazy prop bets though. Just some crazy kids.
First person grab hot chocolate.
Yeah, so we had Gavin was some big action on the prop bet side of things. Take his jacket and basically stand off, take his shirt off, and stand outside for a minute, which he did.
Wow!
You should have seen the rash on his chest after that. So anyways, he did that,
imagine.
and then a kid, I forget the name of the kid. I ran into him again a couple of years later. He said, "Remember me?" This kid, I think we paid him about $600. Just strip down to his underwear and his boots and do 2 laps around the parking lot where the tournament was running outside.
Oh, my word.
Kid loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Damn.
So there you go. That was the ultimate free zone.
I've been in that cold. I couldn't, it's not something that you'd like to stay out in for a sustained period of time.
Oh, my God. It was unbelievable.
Oh. Wow.
So there you go. So, there's a lot of interesting things that can happen. So,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, speaking of interesting things, we lost another player. Jay Tan, the last woman standing in this tournament, has been eliminated. She went down while we were on commercial break, so Jay Tan is out. So we are now down to 14 players remaining here, and we should be at 7-7.
7-7, we are. Yep.
Yep.
So couple of fan favorites still in the crowd here. Quentin and Chris Clisby, Dwayne Long. Some very good friends of mine here. Great to see them. We'll have to have a good party later on tonight.
Yeah,
you up for it?
Hey, it'll work.
Okay, I'm up for it.
Yeah, so here's the hand, by the way. We don't know who she was in there against, unfortunately, but 9 deuce, jack, 2 hearts on the board. Tan was taken on a bet of 45,000. She goes all in, snap call. She showed a queen 9 of hearts. It's against queen of spade, queen of heart, or queen 9 of club, excuse me, against a pair of queens with the heart. Got a 10 in there to help her possibly steal get a straight on that to chop it. Yep. But a brick out on the deuce, and she is out of there in 15th place. So last woman standing, she'll pick up $3,510.
Not bad for 2 days' work.
That's worth how much in America? Like $9.95? No, I'm kidding.
It's
pretty close. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
We'll see how close it is when I exchange my Canadian money with you.
Yes, exactly.
Because I'm exchanging it with you. I'm not exchanging it at the airport.
Okay.
That's a massive skirt. For those of you that travel, or haven't traveled much, Canada and back, don't use the exchanges at the airport.
No, that's not the place to do it.
No, because you'll find out real quick how badly you get jobbed. I'll tell you right now. I did that the last time I came up to Canada.
Yeah.
Learned real quick.
There you go.
All right, so J-Tan out, 14 players remaining. And there is another update coming in here. Just real quick, Raheem Hassam has got a little bit of a hand with DA. And DA went in the tank for a while, facing an all-in, and decides to let it go. So Raheem Hassam kind of pushing that stack around.
Absolutely. We got some guys looking to see if there's some partying going on at the casino tonight. I guess we're getting set up for the Summer Showdown Slam Down Shooter Festival.
Really?
Yeah, really. You should see this. It just gets so ridiculous.
Once again, I think you got to get some marketing people and work on these names.
Okay, well, I'm going to work on it. At that point, it doesn't matter about the names.
Exactly, it really doesn't.
Because Blaze Bar is going to be the place. I think they just stocked the tequila and the Jack Daniels and the Crown Royal. So here we go.
They've got a lot of it up there on the wall, by the
Yeah.
way. You know, they do the John Taffer thing. Make sure you highlight your top level spirits, and that's good to see Jack Daniels up on that wall.
Absolutely, we knew you were coming. So
You bet.
yeah, exactly.
I've had fun with Jack Daniels in the past.
And Jack's had fun with you.
Occasionally.
Yeah, there you go.
It was in college.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
How's the therapy going over that?
I'm all right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm all
Are
right.
you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're twitching a little.
Well, you have flashbacks every once in a while.
That's good.
All right. Well, let's take a look at what's happened in this series and give everybody their props for all their success here in the CPT Summer Showdown. Of course, event number 1, 3:30 buy-in on that one, and Dustin Spada out of Calgary.
Yes.
Big winner for you. Takes home the first trophy here at the CPT Summer Showdown. Wins $28,000. Defeats Stefan Bisson out of Orleans, who ends up with $17,740. Followed by Jimmy Gill, Carson Ludwig, and Davis Yadepski out of Saskatoon, finishing in 5th place. So congratulations to Dustin, winning event number 1. Event number 2, the ladies national championship.
Yeah, T Nguyen. Now I'm just trying to send her a message here right now to see if she wants to come down and be on the show. She's a little, I think probably a little frustrated. She tilted. No, didn't tilt. She bubbled the main event here, and she's in the lead now for the Player of the Year run. We'll see what the updates do. There's going to be some serious shakeups though with some of the players, but nobody that I recognize that's in these final 14 players that's too high up. Chris Mesco's got a few points already.
And Leah picked up a few today, finishing 18th.
Yes. Yeah, he did. So I'm going to have to run and grab my laptop, and we can plug the numbers into the calculator and see how that all works out. So,
all right.
Yeah.
So that should be an interesting duel between those two.
Yeah.
But T-Win taking that one down, defeats Arena Roman. Arena.
Yeah. Arena's a sweetheart. Her and her husband both great supporters of the CPP and hell of a player. So she plays in the ladies league they have here in Calgary, and it was great. It was great to see that event run so great. So.
All right, and of course also cashing that event, Reno Shergill out of finishing 3rd.
Our good friend Jeet Shergill, who has been very involved with us over the years. That's his wife. They were both on the Poker Super Cruise partnered with the World Poker Showdown a few years ago, and their son Nav, player, a very solid player. Both Jeet and his dad been supporting for a number of years. And interesting, we had a tournament here at Grey Eagle. I think it was the CPT Monthly Challenge going back a couple of years ago. Jeet and his father ended up heads up at the end of the night.
Oh my God!
And there's a lot of pride between the two of them, and boy, they tried to hammer each other. And I believe Jeet did teach the boy a lesson at the end of it all. So
yeah,
there was no taking their foot off the accelerator with those two.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Reno Shergill finishing 3rd, Brenda Wohlbaum in 4th, Sally M in the 5th place, and Vicky, is that Shiny or Shinny?
Shu. CHIU, which is how it should be.
Oh, okay.
There's
So
a little bit of misprint. Vicky had her son Jack. It was her birthday, and her son Jack, a year old, was home with Daddy Aussie Steve, big PLO player, very successful player in Calgary. So we were hoping Vicky was going to take it down on her birthday. So
yeah, and looks like we did lose another player there. Guy in seat number 10. Looks like he's headed out the door. So
yep.
Well, or maybe not. Let's see.
The old head shake.
Not sure that was somebody in there or not. Maybe that was just a spectator. We got a few people. We have people gathering around now, so I'm trying not to sound stupid.
Yeah, it's looking very interesting here.
Yeah. Event number 3, Dustin Santani, who I believe is still in this field right now.
Yes, he is. In fact, I think things are boding well for him to take down this player of the series now.
Yeah, of course, that is still up for grabs.
Yeah.
Santani taking this one. I believe that was a bounty tournament, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think so.
Which one is that? I'm trying to remember. I don't have the.
Well, it was a lifetime ago.
I don't have the list in front of me, but Dustin Santani winning that one out of Vancouver, beats Brendan Wolovic out of Calgary, followed by Anthony Hamilton, Travis Foster, and Michael Manaravici.
Michael Lem.
Yeah, I think I should have just gone with Michael Lem. See, now why couldn't Chris Cricket Taylor have been the 5th place finisher there?
There you go.
I can handle Chris Cricket Taylor.
Yeah.
Now, if I had some prep, I'd have been all right. Hey, and we had a lady in there, too, Jennifer Dufresne, finished 7th out of Toronto, and Daniel Butts, who had a nice run here in this main event.
Yeah, where did he finish?
8th place. He finished 8th in that one, and Dustin Spada, of course.
Yeah, cashed again. That's what put him in the lead for the player of the series. But as we say, today's shakeup is going to really make a big difference.
Event number 4, the 550 buy-in on that one. Darakshan Sayedamir.
Amir. He goes by Amir.
Okay.
And
why doesn't it say Amir then?
Well,
God, why are you making things so hard on people?
We were talking about it. We just kind of wanted to make it as tough as possible for you on the last day of the coverage.
I appreciate that.
So we asked everybody to use their longest and most complicated version of their names. People don't have simple names like Marco Hoke.
Yeah. Amir winning that one takes down $23,000 on that.
Yeah.
Hero
Harada.
Okay,
Hero Harada from Vancouver. Big cash game player. Part of the Vancouver contingent that came out. Did great in that event. Came second, and then 3rd place Ryan Schoenbart. A name that we've all come to start to know as being one of the new big young guns and successful players from Canada.
Yeah,
making a final table at the World Series, cashing a couple of times here. So he came 3rd, and then
Mike Leah in 4th.
Our boy Mike Leah. Yep.
And followed by Lauren Voth in 5th place. Another female in this, Diane Wynn.
Yes.
Finishing 7th. So the ladies getting the job done here.
Diane made the final table, and she went back to Vancouver. She's back tonight. So there's some groans from the table over there.
Oh boy.
Lots of action going on.
I'm sure we'll get an update from the Poker News guys at ca.pokernews.com on that one.
Yeah, there's lots of great,
a lot of groaning.
Everybody to follow there. So definitely. What's that?
He barely made it to stand up. He stood up and just the card was maybe off.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There you go. Event number 5, Shane Brotherwood taking that one down. 123 entries on that, 330 buy-in.
Yeah, that one, boy, that was a battle. That was just a knockout. Jesse was just spent, and Jesse tightly came second in that one, and it was just a war of attrition. Shane just kept going after him. That was the win the button, and finally they made a small deal and just kind of played it out at the end, and so Shane took that down. Shane's been a hero of the Canadian Poker Tour for a long time now, and I was just so happy. Shane's part of that core contingent that still he and his guys still travel to all the events and go out, and he's a fierce competitor, this guy, and a good friend. So I was really happy to see Shane take that down.
Yeah, so Shane Brotherwood were in there. Robbie Anderson coming in 3rd, Raheem Hassam in 4th, and Ryan Cairns in 5th. Let's see, and Mike Malm, that's a name that I seem to remember from the World Series a little bit.
Yep.
He's had a couple of nice runs at the WSOP.
Yep.
He finishes in 7th place.
From Mississauga, just outside of Toronto.
There you go.
Yep.
And then the High Roller, that was a pretty good one, and one of the most interesting chops I may have ever seen.
Yep.
The way that ended up working out. Alan Allison winning that one. He's out of Sherwood Park.
Yep.
Officially wins $46,000, but they had an interesting deal there. Sinan Tawfik finishing 2nd, Jimmy Lee 3rd, and those 3 guys made one of the most unique deals because Allison had them crushed.
Yes.
He had them destroyed, and then Allison actually gave up money to end the tournament so he would be the winner.
Yes.
a fascinating chop on that. I think they went, 30? He actually forfeited about, I think, $8,000.
Yeah, yeah.
To
we've
take
seen
the
that
win.
a couple of times in that, guys that, especially guys that are, a little bit older, and these guys that are sitting in there that they just want to lock it up, and sometimes your goals aren't necessarily 100% money, and that is, that's a hell of a thing to have on your record. And to say that you took that down and to take down the trophy, so you put the net present value on the win, and for Alan that was it. And but both Sanan and Jimmy Lee, both good friends as well too. So I think everybody came out of that deal very, very happy.
I'm sure they did. Yeah. A fourth place Doug James, and then T Win finishing fifth, which is.
Now, is Doug James still in here in the?
Sitting right there.
Doug James.
There's another guy.
Big shout out to Doug James. Doug James, everybody. How you doing, buddy?
There we go.
There we go.
There's
Finally,
a smile.
finally. It took a little bit. Yeah.
About time. All right. Event number 7, the Omaha tournament. Saeed Hassim winning that one, and what a marathon that was.
Oh,
went till 7 a.m.
I know.
Turn that around, boy. I'll tell you what. I mean, I love PLO.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I love it till 7 a.m.
Thank God I paid a flat rate for the labor cost on
Yeah,
this thing.
nice call.
Yeah.
Hassim winning that one takes down Eric Tran out in second, and Logan Dunn with that third place finish in there. Of course,
Logan's
Logan
had a
also,
great series.
Yeah, cash.
I was just talking to him. He's playing a little cash game in there, and we've had a really good time with him. And he's part of a good core group of supporters that we had a real good long talk. I'm going out to Vancouver here next week to try and finalize a deal for a major CPT event before the end of the year, and we've got some assistance coming from the players that have some influence in there. Of course, John Angelakis and MD Hughes, and these guys are going to really come and step up, and Colin Burton as well. We're going to try and build a series very quickly that's going to replace that BCPCs, and probably will look to be just an absolute massive event, and that should crush the numbers from here.
Wow, that'll be great.
Yeah, so that's the one part of it. You hit it out of the park, so now immediately
people want more.
Thinking, yeah. Now, how are you going to beat it? Like, oh boy, here we go. So, just got a text message from Danny Freitas. Looks like T-Win is jumping on a plane in a couple of hours.
Oh, so she's
we'll see if she can swing by. But congratulations to T. She's just a class act. I just can't say enough of how impressed I am with her in all elements of just she's just a tremendous competitor, has a phenomenal game. She's very well spoken. She's got grace, elegance, charm. She's just a tremendous representative for poker in Canada and for ladies poker, and like I say, restored my faith in the ladies poker scene here. She's just a sweetheart. So.
Yeah. So another nice run for her. Yeah. Chris Campbell finishing fourth in that in Omaha, followed by Gordon Wong, Richard Kwan, and Bill Thompson. See, that was easy.
Yeah.
That was easy enough. Event number 9, the dreaded all-in or fold tournament.
Yes.
That played out last
Played
night.
really well. We had there's a few. It was the first time I built the structure, taking a number of different elements of what I'd seen from tournaments in the States, from tournaments from what Playground's done, and from a number of different areas, and it played out really well. It was, and it just seemed, the feedback from the players was it was great. The energy was awesome in the room. People are firing bullets like crazy. But we did it as a 2-bullet event. So you had it was 10K in chips, but you had the 2 stacks of 5, so you could use your lammer for your second stack right away, or you could use it as a second bullet. And the one thing the guys wanted to see is maybe put a straddle in there.
Oh my God, that would be interesting.
Or a straddle and a double straddle.
How about a cowboy up while we're at it?
Okay. We're going to take a look.
We'll just get everybody.
Yeah, and then
cowboy up, double cowboy up, 3-way cowgirl, and, just load it up all the way.
I've never
around.
heard of a 3-way cowgirl.
Well, I'm just adding it up.
Oh, okay.
Getting a little creative. I've only got 2 spots left on the table.
Okay. Can we talk about a 3-way cowgirl?
Not on the air. Jesus.
Okay.
Come on,
man.
man.
You'll have to tell me about that later.
Come on, man.
Here's T-Win. I'm just going to jump off and grab a call from her for a minute. So.
Okay. All right, and then, of course, Alyssa Weber winning that one. Frank Longinati out of Calgary finishes second. Harpreet Singh Pata in third. Craig Einerson finishing fourth. The Mania finishing fifth. Wee Zhang in sixth. And Logan Dunn, another cash for him, finishes in seventh place. And then, of course, we are on to the main event that is playing right now. And we have lost another player. We're down to 13. So getting very close to our final table on here. And let's see what we had here. Now, I'm not sure exactly what happened on that, but we are down to 13 players here in the main event. I mean, we'll get some get an update on who finished 14th here in just a little bit. But 13 players remain now. Top prize $68,000 for the winner in this one. We had 308 entries. Got over 9.2 million chips in play right now. Average chip stack is about 710,000. And we are on, I believe, we're at new blind level, 10,000, 20,000, 3,000 Andy. And look, Dana Dima's here. How about that? Look at this guy. All right. And ever since we got Doug James's attention, now he's popping up and down. He's all excited. Doug having a pretty good series here, and nice stack here.
Well, we're gonna have you on in a bit. I was just telling Dougie about the shout-outs from Vancouver that we're getting for him. Everybody's following him. He's got quite a fan crew looking out for him. So just talking to T-Win. She's going to come down in about an hour. She's just getting her flight booked back to Toronto.
Okay.
And so she'll be joining us in a little bit to talk about her game and her strategy and her success.
Outstanding.
Something to look forward to. Should send a spike in our viewership.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, she's leading the Canadian Poker Tour Player of the Year standings at this point. When does that turn over, by the way? So what's
it's an annual.
So it'll run through December.
Run through December. Yeah.
Okay. So she's got a long way to go.
Yeah, but
She and Mike Leah.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a battle. I like it.
Should be fun. Yeah, and, while we have a second, we can take a look at those Player of the Year standings. If I can find them on my screen. There we go.
There you go.
And it is T-Win leading the way. At the moment, 475.09 points.
Yes.
Just holding off Mike Lee at 442.26. Matt Lapasi in third, 387.74. Todd Fletcher, 385.66. And Shane Brother
really made a hell of a run here. Look at that.
359.87.
Yep.
And then we got Sean Giesbrecht in sixth, Ryan Schoenbart seventh, Tom Comley in eighth. Kyle Chang in ninth, and that the aforementioned Doug James.
Doug James, listen,
is going to score some points here.
I'll tell you what, Doug is looking like he could be taking over Player of the Year.
So, just to give everybody an idea, depending on, and everybody's got some different scoring systems.
Yeah.
But what would you estimate the winner is going to get in points on this?
I believe probably around 190 points.
Oh, so that's a big one. Looks like we had. And we had an all-in and a call here, and.
Something's going on. Somebody's out.
And I think and they are counting chips over here on, we'll just call that table one. How about we do that?
Yes.
We'll call that table one.
Oh, that's Dustin there. That Dustin looks like he just took out another player.
All right. So
between Dustin and what's that?
You're going to neck that mic soon, man.
Sorry.
I just want to make sure. I don't want you getting hurt.
Oh no, that's okay.
Normally I don't get into this.
Okay, well I get excited when I'm looking at the Player of the Year.
It's all good.
So between Dustin and Doug James, it's these points. We have a points calculator though. We could probably pull up. I'll grab my laptop on the next break and we can start to do some math here. And but boy, it's going to be close. It's going to be interesting.
All right, so we have lost another player. We're down to 12. So I'll tell you what, things are moving quick.
They certainly are. They certainly are.
You would have expected there was a wall at some point, but we haven't hit it yet.
Yeah.
These boys are playing. I mean, I tell you what, it's one thing that I've noticed about the events that I've gotten to see up here. There's a lot of action.
No, there certainly is. Yeah.
And it's very, courageous, strong play. Not a lot of really, what you would call dumb mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are coming at each other, and it's been fun to see.
Yeah. Well, even talking to Mike Leah and texting him after he busted that, he's talking about the move that he made that, had he analyzed things a little bit differently, he wouldn't not have necessarily made the move he did when he did, just regarding the points in the Player of the Year series. But you know, he took a calculated risk, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So
yeah, that's what the greats do.
Yes,
you know, they're willing to take those risks, and you know, sometimes you go down in flames, but
for sure,
you know, guys like Mike know what they're doing, and they take them at the right times. And
well, for sure, and some of
Mike's
these,
you know, some players in Canada.
Yeah, and some of the players that are less experienced here, which you know, of course, they get a tremendous read on right away. That are, you know, playing for life-changing money for them. That might be playing a little more scared than somebody else at the table. You know, they take advantage of this. So they, you know, are they going to get a guy to risk his entire tournament and in a scenario where, you know, they've got that read. So, anyways, he made a move. Didn't work today, but works for him a lot of times.
All right, and so we are waiting to see you know, some of the other updates here on who went down there.
Yep.
But actually, you know what? We're listing at 11 on the board now.
Yeah, we're down to 11.
Wow.
Now we got. Looks like we got Doug James all in.
Wow.
There is action.
And
Doug's
James,
a little
looks
fist
like
pump.
Yep, and that usually indicates a double up.
Yeah.
And that.
Doug, can you give us the thumbs up, Doug, if you won? There you go. Attaboy.
And
okay.
so we have lost another player. Yeah,
Oh
thanks.
my
Way
God,
to celebrate somebody getting knocked out of the
Jesus.
tournament.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Nice job.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, so so it looks like we may be down to the final table.
Wow, that was fast. I mean, we got 4. Do we have
Where's
4 over here? You didn't get a chance to move everybody around.
Yeah, they were already trying to balance the tables, but action has gone. I think they're just holding up. Kenny Sizer's got the hold up hand in the air, so we are looking potentially at moving to a final table here fairly early, a lot earlier than I predicted.
Unreal. So yeah, it's 8 o'clock here in Calgary, Mountain Time, and you know, play started at 1 o'clock today, and we went from 41 to 10 in that short a time. Unreal. Yeah. So
incredible.
Of course, we better stop jacking our jaws a little bit, because you know what happened. I'm slowing down, and we'll have a final table go to a 4 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we do have an unofficial final. You know,
it's a final. It's
a final table.
Yeah. There's nothing unofficial about what we do.
Thank you.
Exactly.
God bless you, sir.
Yeah.
That's like my biggest pet peeve.
Yeah.
It's the dreaded.
I will never have an
unofficial
unofficial final
when
table.
there's 10 players left.
Yeah.
There's no other tables being played.
That
is the final table. It's the last.
Does that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. The
Just
final
me.
table.
Just
there you
me.
go. You're a pretty down to earth kind of guy when
I
it comes
am.
to analyzing things like that. So
I do my
there we
best.
go. It looks like we got Dustin Zentani, Dwayne Wong, Chris Semesco, and Doug James now are getting their seated cards, and we are setting up the final table. So Cliff Green from Red Deer still in, and Quentin Suffelbean. So wow.
So we're just starting to get the updates now from the Poker News team. Common-Sidus is eliminated by DA. Common-Sidus had about 150,000. DA called immediately with 10s against the King-Queen. 10 on the flop. That's not good for a King-Queen.
No.
And that pretty much took care of it. So that knocked out Common-Sidus out in 13th. And we'll get the other couple of players who got sent out the door here pretty shortly. The guys are banging away over there. I'll tell you what.
Yep.
They got some work to do.
They certainly do.
Work to do over there, so we probably won't be hearing from Lane and Lyle for a while.
Yeah.
But 10 players remaining here at the main event of the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown. And as soon as we get those payouts, let's see, minimum, looks like we're looking at a minimum of 58.52. Of course, 68,000 on top.
Yeah. They're talking about position. They're talking about strategy. So.
Yeah. So these guys are racking it up. So I tell you, well, they're racking it up. How about we take another break?
We'll take a break. I got to go and do a couple of things. So
okay.
We'll be back joining you here fairly soon.
All right. Sounds good. So let's step back and take a break. We're live at the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown. We'll keep you give you live updates on what's going on here as we are now down to a final table in this main event. Someone's walking out with $68,000 today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Unless they get hung up at the craps table.
Yes.
All right, stick around, everybody. We'll be right back.
Okay, bye.
Saturday, August 9th, live from the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. The World Series of Fighting returns with WSOF 12. Luis Palomino, Luis Gonzalez, Ronnie Marks, and Cully Butterfield go head-to-head for a shot at the title.
Shuts it down!
Plus, 8 of Las Vegas's top MMA fighters square off for an electric night of action. For tickets, go to AXS.com and the Hard Rock box office or WSOF.com.
Poker players, it's time to check out DeegePoker.com. Deej Poker is the unique and clever choice for a new generation of true grinders, representing the full spectrum of poker players from the novice to the world champion. A true Deej player gives their heart and soul for countless hours at the table to be the best. And Deej Poker Apparel shows everyone who you really are, on and off the feld. So join the new generation at DeegePoker.com. That's DEEG Poker.com. Deej Poker, the world's newest poker apparel store.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Marco Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages, or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go?
Sports bettors, tired of getting beat every week at your sportsbook? It's time to stop guessing and start winning. We all know cash is king, and it's time to let the team at Double Digit Covers come to the rescue to help you get the positive cash flow you need to live the life you've always dreamed about. Tony Dos and his all-star sports handicapping team will be in your corner to help you beat the point spread, bring excitement and winning to your betting experience, and build your bankroll to levels you never thought possible. Get free winning sports information at DoubleDigitCovers.com. Stop guessing and start winning today at DoubleDigitCovers.com.
Call now for today's free winner. 1-855-489-2700. That's 1-855-489-2700.
The Canadian Poker Tour returns to Calgary, Alberta, Canada for the CPT Summer Showdown July 24th through August 3rd at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. With 10 big events over 11 days featuring over $500,000 in guarantees, it promises to be one of the most exciting events on the summer poker calendar. Plus, the Marco Hoke Show will be there live from July 31st through August 3rd for coverage of the CPT Summer Showdown High Roller and Main Event. For the full schedule and outstanding hotel and flight discounts, just visit CanadianPokerTour.tv. That's CanadianPokerTour.tv. See you in Calgary July 24th through August 3rd at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino for the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit BlindSquirrelApparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we return live here at the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown main event, and we have a final table. $68,000 on top, 42.3 for second, 29.5 to third, over 22,000 for fourth. And players are getting reseated here. Lane and Lyle doing a great job getting their chip counts and getting everybody situated here, so we'll let you know who's where in just a little bit. But a lot of excitement happening here as we, within an hour, we went 18 to 10 pretty quick, and then of course started the day with 41, and just players disappeared right and left. Everybody was playing like crazy in here. Not badly, just a lot of action, and that's seems to have been the trend here at this Summer Showdown Tournament Series. If you're an action junkie, I tell you what, get up to a CPT event and you're going to enjoy it. And of course, you can follow the Canadian Poker Tour, Facebook, Canadian Poker Tour, Twitter, CPT Online, and also the website CanadianPokerTour.tv. Excuse me. So final table in there, getting situated. And of course, we've had a great time up here. I want to thank Kelly Kellner and the Canadian Poker Tour team, plus the Grey Eagle team has been awesome. What a fun time we've had up here. And looking forward to coming back sometime soon for sure here to Calgary. But we are getting ready for the final table to just get underway. Looks like players throwing antes in here, so we're going to be dealing up some cards here pretty shortly. Players are at 10,000, 20,000, 3,000 ante. Waiting for the clock to get started here, and as cards are underway. Who said that? I heard somebody say don't need a clock. I heard that. All right, so just getting away. 37 minutes, 19 seconds left in this level. Of course, these guys have come a long way. 308 entries into this tournament. Players surviving day 1 and 1A and 1B. And, of course, still in there is your chip leader from day 1A. And that was Doug James, who bagged 348. Turned out wasn't even close to what the guys on day 1B bagged up, as we saw Thomas Slivka bag 824,000 chips. But Slivka could not hang on here. Unfortunately for him, just did not have a good afternoon and got put out. We are waiting for the final table names and chip counts to come up for you. As soon as we get them, we'll have those posted for you. But Dustin Santani apparently has taken a pretty solid chip lead at this point. May have one guy close to him right now, but the guys will get us an update here in just a little bit. But Santani had a huge hand, one of the ones we were watching here, as got it all in on the turn with an ace 9 of hearts against eights. And board came down 8 of hearts, 10 of hearts, 6 of hearts, so flop flush, and another ace on the turn too. So pretty tough one there for his opponent to get away from. But Santani had that flush, it held, and actually got a bonus heart just for fun. And the Santani took that pot and helped clear out the house a little bit more. And boys, boisterous as the atmosphere has been in this place, things a little quieter now, just a little bit. And as soon as we can, the updates will be going in here, and we will let you know where we stand so you guys can follow along at home. We'll try and give you instant updates as we go on. And I'm Mark Hoke. Thanks for being with us. Of course, we're live here on the Mark Hoke Show from the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown main event. And we want to thank all of you for joining us here today, whether you're watching us on markhokeshow.com, courtesy of roguewire.com, and, of course, on CanadianPokerTour.tv. And, by the way, we do have a couple of ways if you want to interact with the show and say hi to everybody. We have our chat box on Ustream. If you want to join us there, we'd love to have you. Just go to ustream.tv and then look us up at RogueWire. This is Rogue-Wire Network if you need to search us out. But we are on there right now. And I feel kind of weird. I know I look kind of goofy. Normally I'm sitting up, and I'm kind of slumped because I've got a taller chair. I need to switch that out because I feel kind of got a little Quasimodo thing going on over here. JJ Carrada's in the chat box. Good to see JJ. And of course, if you want to give us a call on Skype, you can either call us on Skype. It's Mark Hoke 5150, or if you want to call the Skype line, it's 702-997-3015. I'll throw that number up on there for you because we certainly would love to hear from you. And since I'm kind of sprawled out here, there it is, 702-997-3015. If you want to say hi, prank call us. That's happened before too. Whatever. But we do have our final table underway here. Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown. Unfortunately, we can't live stream. And a lot of times in spots like this, I've been able to kind of get myself in a position where I can see what's going on. But Providence of Alberta rules, I cannot do that. So I've got to kind of keep my distance, and we're just going to follow the action, and we'll rely on our Poker News friends here to kind of keep us updated. And so as soon as we get the final table listed on here, we'll break it down for you. And here they are. So let's run it around for you, kids at home. Here's what you got. Uri Miro is in seat 1. Chris Zamesco in seat 2. D.A. in seat 3. And a guy wants to stay anonymous here. Cliff Green in seat 4. Doug James in seat 5. Chris Clisby in seat 6. Quentin Siffelding in seat 7. Dustin Santani in seat 8. Thomas Taylor in seat 9. Dwayne Young in seat 10. And it looks like Cliff Green's in hand right now and firing away on the turn, or making the call, and that pot will looks like it got chopped up, so they're going to be splitting the first pot here on the final table. So Green and Taylor will chop that first one up. So we're in a good enough view where we can at least see some action. So, like I said, we'll try and keep you updated as much as humanly possible. I know the Poker News guys have some chip counts. Do you guys have chip counts? Awesome. Yeah. I love these guys. They're the best. ca.pokernews.com. I'm just wondering if I'm wearing them down a little bit, though. Lane, is that a disco move? Like, yeah? There they are. All right. Okay, so we should have chip counts up here for you in just a little bit. Like I said, we just had a chop pot there, and let's show some new posts. No, not yet. Maybe it's under the chip count or chip count label here, and here it is. So give me 1 second. I'm just gonna pull one more set of notes up here. We can follow along as best we can on this. Of course, the blinds at 10,000, 20,000, 3,000 ante. Final table here. Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown. All right, and here are your chip counts. So we're going to kind of match these up to the players. I'm going to try and get these next to me so I can kind of keep an eye on what's going on. Dustin Centani is your chip leader going into this final table. He is at 2,250,000 in chips. Quentin Siffeldine in second at 1,820,000. Doug James in third at 1.2. Thomas Taylor at 1.1. And those are the only 4 players over the chip average, so we could definitely see some wild action here coming up. DA is in fifth at 650,000. Rory Miro in sixth place, 535. Chris Zemesco in seventh at 400,000. Chris Clisby in eighth at 380,000. Cliff Green in ninth at 160,000. And Dwayne Wong at 130 will come in as your short stack. And we're going to Rib here and just trying to see who's in the hand, but these guys, of course, a lot of players here way under the chip average. Green and Wong in some serious trouble right now. I got a nice pot brewing over here. And it's not coffee, it's chips. And I apologize to Lyle for saying that. That was terrible. And I got to tell you, Lean and Lyle have been fantastic. Doing an outstanding job, but a lot of fun to be around. Really appreciate their help because I don't think I would have gotten through these shows without them. So I want to thank both of them for being good sports and hanging around. Do appreciate it. Boy, we got a decent sized pot going here. Boy, this room got quiet in a hurry. Wow. And I think it's Doug James in the pot right now. Centani kind of standing up here checking out the action. Man, tense moment in here in this main event already. And unfortunately, I'm a little blocked off. I can't see who's got cards right now. But a big pot going around, and I think it's James and Centani. So it looks like Doug James, your chip leader, and Dustin Centani. And a little bit about, James has some cards capped, so, and is fired in there, so he's, I believe we're on a river here. And Centani kind of getting a little fidgety in seat. Get a chip lead going to the final table, and you don't want to make a mistake here early on, especially against a player like Doug James, who's been playing very well here in this series. But this is one that could give James a nice swing of chips. James came in at 1.2 on this final table. Centani at 2.2. And Centani has... And Centani has laid it down, so Doug James gets a big pot, and Centani didn't seem real happy that he didn't make the call. But so Doug James looks like, judging by those chips, has probably closed the gap here considerably. Of course, one thing you got to remember, there's a 1 million chip gap at the 500,000 chip pot between those two guys, and they're dead even. So nice hand there for Doug James as he's going to slide up. Don't know if he caught Sivenden on that one to move into second, but big hand right there. So once again, 10 players remaining here on our final table at the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown main events. Coming to you live from the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. I'm Mark Hoke, and Kelly Kellner kind of hanging in the corner. He's just enjoying the show. Good for him. He deserves it. Outstanding job running the series, and these guys have, everybody's enjoying it and having a blast, and, a lot of money, all the guarantees destroyed in this tournament. It wasn't even close. Had over 10 events and over $500,000 worth of guarantees in this series, and none of these events even came close to not making it. I mean, very impressive job. And by the way, if you want to interact with the show, too, we got the Twitter open, at Mark Hoke Show, if you want to say hi. Hey, Logan Dunn putting in a tweet here saying, great tournament, had fun, but didn't get my first place, but did well in the series. Congratulations to Logan. Good job.
Yes, I was just talking to Logan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just talking to Logan. He's
How'd
playing
that
some
go?
cash games down there. He's,
Is he happy now? Is he all
what's
right?
up? Yeah.
He's happy?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Everybody's happy, so.
You betcha. That's the way it is in Canada.
Yeah.
You're all happy up here.
Mostly.
Mostly.
Try and come from a position of love.
A position of love.
Yes.
That sounded very hippie-ish.
It did, a little too hippie-ish, actually, so. Want to do a shot?
Sure. Actually, I'm hungry. I need some food at some point.
Really?
I'm going to have to take a dinner break at some point here.
Okay. We
I
can
didn't do that.
I could eat too, so.
Yeah, we'll get there, but there's plenty of time. I'm only on the air an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nothing for a guy like you.
No, that is
broadcasting
nothing for a guy
veteran.
My longest show, 16 hours.
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah. I was smart. I paced myself up here a little bit
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
I did a good job.
Nice
I
work.
feel very refreshed.
Yep. That's good.
Maybe it's this Calgary air up here.
It could be the air. Could be so close to the mountains.
I wonder what would happen if my wife, who really likes Florida, said, "Hey, honey, guess what? We're moving to Calgary." I wonder what would happen.
I don't know. What do you? I don't know your wife, so I don't know.
It could
how
be a
she'd react.
divorce.
Really? Okay. I highly don't recommend the divorce route.
No, I don't want to take the divorce route.
No. Got to be a giver.
Yeah.
Quite a final table.
Yes, we
Look at
have
the
one
talent.
for sure.
Look at the handsome. Heck. We should. Are you? You got any wagers? Should we make some wagers on this?
I don't know these guys well enough to make wagers.
Yeah. Okay.
If I knew them a little better,
Yeah.
I'd be in there. But I will wager this. I'll make this wager.
Okay.
I will tell you who will win.
Okay.
You want to make a bet?
No, because this is
$20.
some bullshit setup thing.
$20.
No.
I'll tell you. I'll make you a bet who's going to win.
No, I could imagine. Yeah, the guy with the most chips at the end, the guy that wins the last hand, or something stupid like that. Excellent. You think you can come up to Canada and make a little
tried.
jackass bet like that?
I tried.
How about this? Let's put 10 names in a hat. We'll draw 5 each, and we'll add up. We'll see who who wins that way.
Hey, whatever works for you.
But I want to bet more than 20.
No, I'm not betting more than 20.
Why not?
That's random. Are you kidding me?
Okay, well then let's put some strategy into it.
See, but I can't put strategy because I don't know these guys.
Well, what about the chip counts? You can use that as a little bit of a
That
leverage.
doesn't matter. You know how that goes. Don't even.
And you're
go there.
representing Deej Poker.
I'm smart.
And stuff. You should
well,
be
they're a sponsor, but that doesn't mean I am necessarily a complete
degenerate
Deej.
yourself. You're not a Deej yourself?
No, I'm
apparently
not
not.
officially a Deej.
Apparently not. How about this? Next person out will not be the lowest stack. You can take that.
I don't know. Well, we got a little bit of a pot going.
Huge
over
pot
here
going
right
over
now.
there. Yep. Okay, listen, you tell me when you want to step up and make some kind of crazy prop bet, and I'll take it.
All right.
Okay.
And it looks like Chris Zemesco was in there. Just flipped over his hand, and is he raking the pot? He is. So Chris Zemesco
Nice.
picks up a pot here, the third or fourth hand here of this final table.
Yep.
Looked like, just judging by the chips there, it probably put Zemesco around 550 to 600,000.
Yep.
Somewhere in that range. What are those chip denominations? Just
the blue ones are 25,000. The orange are 1,000. The browns are 5,000.
Okay.
There you go. I've played a few tournaments here.
All right. Good. That's why I asked.
There you go.
Figured you'd be able to help me on that, Kelly. Good work. Good work, sir.
Yes. The dinner break sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Because we ate. We had a nice brunch today.
We
The
did.
Sunday brunch is outstanding. The eggs Benedict, the potato pancakes.
The potato pancakes were okay. I think I got some from the end of a batch.
Oh yeah, you got to get the
Yeah.
fresh ones right out. The potato-y kind of ones. My mom makes some good potato pancakes.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Next time we come back, we'll have my mom will cook for you.
All right. That works for me.
Yeah, works for me too.
Nothing like mom cooking.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Except for mine.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, and oh wow, and here's the hand that we were talking about earlier
Okay.
with James against Centani. That had Centani seriously in the tank. Board was 8 of spades, 5 of clubs, jack of spades, 7 of clubs, 4 of spades. Pot was about 400,000 there, and James bet out another 265, and Centani was really in the tank on that. Throws over a pair of 8s for the set. James had jack 10, so top pair only.
Yep. Wow.
So Doug James pulling off the semi-bluff on that one.
Yeah. Yep.
He had a hand.
You got a
At
hand?
least he had a hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't a real good one, but it was good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be. I bet you there's going to be some very interesting play. All of these guys capable of making some very aggressive moves, and a couple of short stacks there though. Dwayne Wong, a couple local heroes, Dwayne Wong, Cliff Green, and my good buddy Chris Clisby, sitting there with not a lot of chips right now.
Yeah, Clisby there in seat 6, Wong in
seat 10.
Seat 10 there. Yep. So, yeah, he's not in the best spot either. So these guys are gonna have a couple minefields to get through to try and chip up here a little bit.
Yep, very interesting. Very interesting.
And it looks like Quentin Siffeldine standing up, taking a little breather here.
Going over, talking a little strategy with the other side of the table. No, he's charged on his phone. That's what he's doing. Texts coming in like crazy. Everybody's looking for updates.
Well,
Just got to send them to the Marco Hoke Show.
Yeah.
And Poker News Canada, your source for the latest and greatest breaking information on poker news. Boys are working hard over there. Look at them in the zone.
Lance is working, or Lane is working through a hand cramp over there. By the way.
Yeah.
I can see that his fourth finger on the right hand is just a little bit tight, but he's getting the job done.
Yeah. No, he's shaking it out now.
We need to get him some ice.
Yeah. And a shot.
And a shot would be good too.
Yeah. What do you think about this for a final table idea? We'll get our sponsor, maybe Don Raimondo Tequila, or we'll get some kind of a sponsor. And any time you're in a final table and you win a pot that's over, say, 50 big blinds, you got to do a shot.
What, the players?
Yeah. And us.
I think if you lose it, you should have to drink.
Yeah. Okay.
Gavin
and I did that one time.
Oh, see, winning, that's a penalty.
Yeah,
that's a penalty. I mean,
well, no, but it's a
if
handicap.
If you lose
tournament.
the pot, you should have to drink.
It handicaps, so it gives everybody a little more of a fair shot.
See, I would agree the other way.
Really? Yeah. You're a little
if you
backwards
lose,
on some
you
things,
drink,
though.
man. It's
Yeah.
I think that'd be a great tournament format. Lose and drink.
Yep. Here's Mike Lee. I wonder if we can get Mike Lee come in and have a little.
No, it would be nice to talk to Mike.
Yeah. Let me go and see
he's kind of scared of me, though.
Is he?
No,
Is he?
No, Mike and I agreed.
Yeah. Mike, you want to come over and have a little recap with our friend Marco Hoke here? Come on in.
And I owe Mike. I owe Mike. I owe Mike.
Talk to Mark.
as much as I've told the world how amazing Mike Leah is, and of course he doesn't need me to do it, I do have to apologize for the jinx on Mike Leah because I tweeted out that he was still in the tournament, and then about 30 seconds later you busted. So Mike, I really do apologize to you. I put the jinx on.
That was all me.
Oh.
That was me shoving with a hand that I probably shouldn't have, but it was suited.
That's the way it is. I love hearing a guy like Mike Leah saying it was suited. That is so unbelievable.
It looked pretty.
But Mike, a great series for you. Did well and a nice. I know you would like to go on a little deeper in this one, but pretty good run.
Yeah, I was in for a few bullets in this, so I didn't quite make money, but it was a good tournament. It was fun to play in. I would have liked to get to the final table, but there's some good players left. I have a good stack in the bounty tournament. I jumped in last second, so maybe I'll win that one instead.
You are 1/6 son of a gun. Of course, this is the
nothing
guy
else
that won.
to do. I finished all the online tournaments today, so got to do something.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fascinating to see, watch you. Of course, you're one of the best online players in the world, and to see you, playing an F-Tops event while you're playing in a live tournament. I mean, very few people could do that with any success at all.
Right.
So that's pretty impressive. How do you do it?
I didn't have any success, so I don't know if I actually won both or something, then it would be cool. But I was just trying to make the most of my time. I wouldn't have been playing online if it wasn't worth it. But I don't want to miss an F-Tops event or a special Sunday Million like they had today. So it was nice to be able to play both at the same time.
But how do you maintain your concentration when you're doing that? Because you're trying to get live reads on the players, and at the same time you're looking down.
You're giving up stuff. If I'm looking at my screen, I might miss some live stuff, and if I'm looking at players at the table, I'm going to miss some stuff that's happening online. So it's just like, if you're 6 tabling online instead of 2, you're getting more volume, but you're losing some quality. So it's the same thing. If I'm playing a live and an online tournament at the same time, I'm getting to play twice the stuff, but I'm gonna miss some reads, and I'm gonna miss some hands and things like that.
Yeah.
Just goes with it.
So just jumped right in the bounty tournament, didn't blink an eye, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it, but Reg was closing, and all right, I don't have to focus too hard, just get in there and start shoving. So, but now I have too many chips, I got to start playing. So.
Oh my God!
But I got to run.
All right, you got to roll.
Over. Yeah.
Hey, good to see you, Mike.
All right,
always a pleasure.
Peace.
Mike Leah, everybody. Go Leafs, go! Stopping by. So Mike Leah coming over and checking in with us. We do appreciate that. One of the most dangerous players in the world, but one of the most unassuming guys you're ever going to meet. Great character, and one of those guys in poker that I wish a lot of people would emulate. He is something else. Looks like we got a pretty interesting pot going on here on the featured table. And unfortunately, once again, we got a little obstructed there, but. And if I could go over there, I would. And I'm sure I'm probably going to get that question at some point. Mark, why aren't you going over there? And Logan Dunn. I'm sorry. I apologize, Mark. Tell Mike he owes me a drink. Sorry about that. I got the chat box open now. Also, Garrett CO. Welcome to Garrett CO in there. I see you popped out, but hey, going well. Thank you. Oh, again, the chat box starting to load up a little bit. Keeping an eye on the action as best we can, but once again, per rules here in Alberta, unfortunately, I would love to kind of sit over there and let you guys know in more detail what's going on, but don't want to get in trouble over here. They might put my passport in the shredder, then I can't come back. Some serious action taking place on this final table. Still at 10 players right now. Winner up top is going to be getting $68,000. Second place, $42,300. There's $1,100 entry. Had re-entry opportunities too. On I believe around 6 or 7 levels in, players could re-enter each day. Plus, if you busted day 1A, you can come back on day 1B too. So we had players flying on a lot of bullets. Had some guys around 8 or 9 bullets from some reports. That's like a main event. We got action going on and pre-flop too. And it looks like Centani is in another spot. And I believe he is, it looks like he's in a hand over there. Oh, and we did get a lay down. That was from Yuri Miro. And Centani will pick that one up, so Centani will get a few of those chips back. So aggressive play from Dustin Centani pays off. And we'll get a dealer change coming in here. Of course, once again, we're live from the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown. Final table, down to 10. 380 entries, 10 players remain standing in here. Average chip stack at 924,000, but only 4 players came in ahead of the chip average in a couple of really short stacks right now with their M's under 10 at this point, with the blinds at 10,000, 20,000, 3,000 ante. Just those short stacks. Dwayne Wong started this final table at 130,000. Cliff Green started at 160. So these guys in a lot of trouble here, trying to hold on and maybe move up the pay ladder a little bit, as we're going to start seeing some pretty decent pay jumps. A little bit, and of course we'll get some of those other payouts on the lower end of the table here in a second. 58.52 for second, 68 for 10th. Around 68.76 for 9th. And so, yeah, it's $1,000 right off the bat. Eight minutes and 30 seconds left on this level. It looks like DA has put some chips in here. Sorry for the pause. I'm just trying to kind of keep an eye on what's happening over there on the final table. We don't have much. Said I'm instructed and really am not allowed to give out a lot of commentary. But hey, look at this. Now we got
Now we got some class.
Now we got now I have some beauty to match mine, as opposed to Kelly when he's sitting in here. Makes it very ugly. But T Win joining us, of course, currently leading the Canadian Poker Tour Player of the Year standings. You go, girl.
Hello.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hey, great series story because of winning the Women's National Championship event here. What did that win mean to you?
Oh, it meant so much to me. Like, I purposely came down for the women's title. This time around, I didn't really think about the price of the money. I just wanted the Canadian title for the women, so it was awesome.
Yeah, and so take us through that final table. It looked like it was pretty exciting from everything that I heard. So.
Well, I had a really big chip lead, and I maintained it in the final table, and I just started eliminating one by one, and when it came down to the final 4, I think the runner-up, she busted out 2 players at the same time, so
wow,
it was pretty fast.
I bet you enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. That doesn't happen very often. A double bust out down to 2.
Yes.
And the chip leader is not involved.
Exactly.
Wow. You must have been ready to drink some beer after that. That was pretty cool. So, heads up, of course, barreled through that and taking that down. Winning in a ladies event, you've obviously done well in other events here too, and certainly you wouldn't be ahead in the standings in the CPT Player of the Year if you hadn't done well in other events. But give us a little bit of your impressions of contrast between playing a ladies event as opposed to an open.
Actually, it was really intimidating at first for me because I'm not really used to playing with a bunch of women, and I've met so many amazing players on the tables, so I'm so glad that I've got to experience that, and it meant so much more to me. Now I could social network with the women players, so it's awesome.
How long have you been playing, by the way?
Actually, I've been playing for a few years, mostly cash games, but this year is my first year I start cashing out in live tournaments, and I'm just planning on to keep doing it.
So now, being ahead of the CPT Player of the Year standings, even if that doesn't hold up, you're probably, with the points you have, you're going to be definitely, I would think, a top 5 player by the time it's all over. What does that mean to you to be, not only one of the top players, top women's players, but also one of the top players, period?
Oh, I'm so flattered. It's such an amazing feeling. I don't really know what to say. Like, I don't consider myself like a pro or anything. I'm just a girl that loves to play the game, and I'll keep on learning, and I'm still learning, so it's an awesome feeling.
And it's always interesting when we like to see, some new female superstars come into the game and, possibly winning an award like that.
Right.
Obviously very humble, but, maybe a new career in tournaments burgeoning for you a little bit.
Oh, well, I'm excited down that journey, so whatever happens, happen.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for it, actually. So.
Dig the headphones, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
They're huge.
Thank you.
They're huge. I mean, I've got a big
they're
fat
awesome.
head, so,
They're awesome.
mine don't stand up. But yeah.
Yeah. They're great for the poker table, too, so they're pretty cool.
Yeah, there you go. So, some of the, of course, you just missed cashing in this main event, but I'm sure you bumped into a few of the players over here. Give us some of the impressions maybe about some of these guys that are on this final table right now.
Oh, amazing players. I've played with, is that Doug sitting right there on the final table?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was playing with him on the final tables in the high roller. And I've played with Chris. And is he chip leader right now?
No.
No? Oh, he's a really good player too. And the one in the jersey, what's his name again?
That is
it Thomas?
Get my list here. Shoot, I lost it. Hang on a second. I'll find it for you though. Thomas Taylor.
Yeah, he's a really good player. Yeah, so there's a lot of really good players that I've met, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so this is going to be a great final table coming up. And it looks like we did lose a player, by the way, so we are down to 9.
The final 9. It's a tough table for sure.
Yeah, this is going to... But, the pace has been pretty interesting. One thing that I noticed since I've been up here is there's a lot of action in these tournaments. A lot of times they're going to go really slow, but not here.
No, yeah, there's definitely a lot of actions, and you rarely get to see pre-flop because everyone's stealing blinds and everything, so it's tough. It's a tough field, definitely.
Yeah, and the cash games have been outstanding too. As
a
cash game specialist, and look at you, you're smiling already. You're like, yeah, they've been good.
Back home, I'm from Toronto, so back home, like our max buy-in is 500, and I'm a 2-5 player. So when I came here and I bought in for 500 on a 1-2 game, it was interesting because they played so much action, and it was like a 2-5 game here. So definitely a lot of action here in Calgary.
Yeah. So, what aspirations do you have after this? I mean, with now that you're the CPT Player of the Year standings, you're gonna have to play a lot of events to try to hang on to that. I would assume, right?
For sure. Oh, you're gonna be definitely seeing me more. I'm not going nowhere. I'm just gonna keep pushing myself even harder this time around. So it's a good feeling.
That's exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have a Twitter, by the way, for anybody to follow if they want to?
Pardon?
You have a Twitter account?
No, I don't.
What?
I use Instagram to social network with other poker players, so.
You're getting up there in the poker world. You got to get a Twitter account.
Maybe I'll think about that.
Start one. Let me know. Mine's
right.
at Marco Hoke Show, and we'll blast you out.
Okay.
I'll get you some followers.
Okay.
You need it. You got to do that.
All right.
And so, once again, down to 9 here on the final table. And, well, you're catching a flight home here pretty soon, right?
Yes, I am.
Oh, so I'm probably holding you up.
No, I'm not joking. No. We're okay. We're on time.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, your impressions about the Grey Eagle, by the way, out here. This has been, it seems like a pretty great venue. Enjoyed yourself?
Oh, very much. Everyone's been so nice here, so I love it here.
Awesome. Yeah. You got to get used to doing more interviews, too.
More, pardon?
You got to get used to doing more interviews. You start moving up the ladder, you're going to have to do this a lot more often. That'd be good, though, right?
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Lane over there. That was did you agree? That was kind of an interesting little smirk, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a character.
He's nice.
Yeah. By the way, the high roller event was pretty interesting too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you were around. What did you think of that chop? By the way, did you hear about that?
Oh, I heard about the chop. I guess because they played such a long session that night, it ended at 4 in the morning, And was his name Alon, the chip leader? He was a massive chip leader, so I guess the three of them were really tired by the end of the day, and they decided to chop it, and they agreed for him to be first place, to have the title and the trophy.
And gave up money to do it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Would you do that?
Would I do that? It depends how important the title for me was. I guess to him it was really important. And yeah, so maybe I would, because I came down here for the title. So maybe I would.
All right.
And especially if it ended at 4, I'd be exhausted. So I understand that too.
Yeah, very interesting event, and of course cash there too. And so we'll see what the future holds here for you.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
You just got to hold off Mike Leah. I mean, that's.
Oh, I had so much fun playing with him. It was the first time I met him, so he was so nice. So it's fun playing with him.
Incredible, isn't
he's an amazing player. Yeah, definitely.
Well, we'll see if this battle that seems to be brewing between you and Mike for CBT player. Have you seen the standings?
Yeah, I did. It's so interesting.
Yeah. So you and Mike Leah.
Yeah.
Should be something to watch the rest of the year. So, well, T, I don't want to hold you up too long, but I want to thank you for stopping over. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, thank you so much.
And hopefully we're going to see another female superstar coming up the ranks here pretty soon. Should be exciting.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Pleasure to meet you. Get that Twitter.
Okay.
Get that Twitter. We got to get that done for
Thank you.
All right, there you go. Current leader of the Canadian Poker Tour Player of the Year standings, T Win. Of course, winner of the ladies event and finished cash in the high roller event here as well. So a great series for her. And once again, we did have an elimination on the table, and let me see if I can find out who that was. And wow, that was Chris Zamesco. How about that? Chris Zamesco eliminated. Doug James raised to 45,000. Zamesco goes all in. James snaps it off, and that was some bad timing for Zamesco. Zamesco's he had 8s against James's kings. No help on the board, and Zamesco hits the rail in 10th place. And very interesting. That happened. Zamesco was at 400,000, was in 6th place or 7th place. So wasn't in great shape, but certainly had a few players there that could have waited it out. I'm sorry, 1 second. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. All right. No. Okay. We're not getting him on. All right. But don't be scared. And it looks like we have another one down.
Dwayne Wong looks like he's just busted out in 9th spot.
Yeah, so Dwayne Wong is out of there as well. So
yeah, he was pretty short there. He was down to about 5 bigs. So crept his way up nicely though with a short stack. That's always a good strategy to try and creep your way up the ladder, but eventually you got to make that move. And
I tell you what, with Zamesco going out, where he did. He's got to be happy to get 9th place money at this point.
Oh, for sure.
Given he was the short stack with only 130,000. The blinds, at least at the moment, were at 120 or 12,000, 24,000.
Exactly.
So not much room to play for Mr. Wong. And I hope these guys don't put in an update that says he got it Wong or something like that. That's such a Chad Holloway play.
Yeah.
So bad. That's. No Wong ways or anything like that.
Oh, God, don't even do it.
Don't do it. Just don't do it. So we're down to 8 here, just like that, on our final table. And Thomas Taylor with a hand here, and he's kind of leaning over, checking things out. Interesting. His downfall will be the Toronto Blue Jays jersey.
Yeah, you think so? Okay.
I know so. It usually is a downfall.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Toronto fans. I do apologize. I'm an Orioles fan. What can I do? It's reflex.
Yeah. Oh boy, you got some.
It's reflex.
You got some work to do with that team.
Well, you know what? That's all I can do. And Taylor flashed his hand there, and he's raking the pot. So I'm assuming it was something really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't show the bad ones, do you?
No, usually not.
I do. Early in the tournament. Try and get some loose calls later.
There you go. That's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea.
All right, so once again, down to 8 players left here. Seat 1 is Ori Miro, in seat 2 is now open. DA in seat 3, Cliff Green in seat 4, Doug James in seat 5, who's come to this final table ready to play. Has picked up some big pots here early on. Chris Clisby in seat 6, Quentin Siffeldine in seat 7, Dustin Centani in seat 8, and seat 9 is Thomas Taylor.
Yep.
So 8 left here on your final table.
Yeah, exactly.
Logan Dunn. So now, I keep going to the updates, and Logan is in the chat box, and he says, "Tell my girl T that I said hi. Didn't get a chance to see her before he headed out."
Yep.
So sorry, she's gone too.
Yes.
Maybe we get a text over to T from telling her that Logan said hi.
I think we are not going to be in the messaging business.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. I just think it's
just text her on your own, dude. Get her number.
Yeah, exactly.
She doesn't have a Twitter.
I know. She's not fully engaged in the social media.
Oh, she's got to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
You cannot be the Canadian Poker Tour Player of the Year and not have a Twitter.
Well, unfortunately, I think from the way this final table's shaping up, though, between Dustin Centani and Doug James, I think we're going to see a new leader by the end of the night tonight.
Yeah, these guys, I mean, of course, they already went head-to-head in one hand on this table, and, early on, and I think they're going to be butting heads a little bit more.
Yeah.
But 8 left here. Average stack now is about 1.15 million.
Yep.
Which does not bode well for those guys that are. We only had 4 players above the chip average coming into this final table, and that's only going to get worse now.
Yeah. Chris is doing a nice job of working that stack of his and creeping up that money ladder. But he's a tough player. Tough player.
Cliff Green just raked a pot.
Yep.
So Mr. Green.
Cliff has got some great. The Alberta poker scene. He has been in there solid for many years. He's got a great game. He's a very intimidating guy to play with. He's a big guy. But the stare down that he's got at that table. He's very intimidating. So.
It's kind of that lumberjack look.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
Like a guy you don't want to make mad, that's for sure. By the way, just walking in the room, Saeed Hassim,
yep,
the Omaha PLO tournament champion.
Yep, he's coming in, wishing he was at this table. I'm
sure.
Yeah, he's had himself a great series. He's just having a quick chat with Dustin there, Centani. He's just been running so good, and he's having a great time, and great to see a young kid like that doing so well. Just great game.
All right. And now but he's got to move because he's blocking my review. There you go.
There you go, yeah.
We'll have to work on keeping that alley clear. we got 2 obstacles in the way. So, one thing that's interesting, too, with the crowd, there are a few players starting to gather around here.
Yeah.
But normally, at a lot of places at the final table, they won't let you get that close.
No. And then we're going to actually rope that off a little bit here pretty quick.
Yeah,
there's a couple players.
Gonna have to clear some space.
Yeah, definitely some activity going on. So we can definitely give you the update on the cowboy hat that a couple of the spectator guys are wearing.
It's a nice hat.
Yeah. God bless him.
All right. So hey, we're at 9:00.
Yep.
Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Pacific.
Are we taking a dinner break?
Well, we'll get a break in here of some sort. I'll tell you. Let me fire off commercial break start.
Okay.
We'll
get a little strategy going, then come back for the crowning of a champion.
You betcha.
Excellent.
Pretty exciting stuff. It's Kelly Kellner here, and I'm Marco Hoke. Thank you for joining us here on the Marco Hoke Show. We're live at the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown main event. We are down to $68,000 going to the winner. So these boys playing for a lot of buffets.
Yes.
A lot of buffets. All right, let's take a break, and we will be right back here. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We'll see you on the other side.
Saturday, August 9th, live from the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. The World Series of Fighting returns with WSOF 12. Luis Palomino, Luis Gonzalez, Ronnie Marks, and Cully Butterfield go head-to-head for a shot at the title.
Shuts it down!
Plus 8 of Las Vegas's top MMA fighters square off for an electric night of action. For tickets, go to AXS.com and the Hard Rock box office or WSOF.com.
Poker players, it's time to check out DeegePoker.com. Deej Poker is the unique and clever choice for a new generation of true grinders, representing the full spectrum of poker players from the novice to the world champion. A true Deej player gives their heart and soul for countless hours at the table to be the best. And Deej Poker Apparel shows everyone who you really are, on and off the felt. So join the new generation at DeegePoker.com. That's DEEG Poker.com. Deej Poker, the world's newest poker apparel store.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages, or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go?
Sports bettors, tired of getting beat every week at your sportsbook? It's time to stop guessing and start winning. We all know cash is king, and it's time to let the team at Double Digit Covers come to the rescue to help you get the positive cash flow you need to live the life you've always dreamed about. Tony Dos and his all-star sports handicapping team will be in your corner to help you beat the point spread, bring excitement and winning to your betting experience, and build your bankroll to levels you never thought possible. Get free winning sports information at doubledigitcovers.com. Stop guessing and start winning today at doubledigitcovers.com.
Call now for today's free winner. 1-855-489-2700. That's 1-855-489-2700.
The Canadian Poker Tour returns to Calgary, Alberta, Canada for the CPT Summer Showdown July 24th through August 3rd at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. With 10 big events over 11 days featuring over $500,000 in guarantees, it promises to be one of the most exciting events on the summer poker calendar. Plus, the Mark Hoke Show will be there live from July 31st through August 3rd for coverage of the CPT Summer Showdown High Roller and Main Event. For the full schedule and outstanding hotel and flight discounts, just visit CanadianPokerTour.tv. That's CanadianPokerTour.tv. See you in Calgary July 24th through August 3rd at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino for the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit BlindSquirrelApparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel Apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back live here, Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown main event. We are down to 7, and we'll give you let you know who busted out here in just a second. But we want to get back to the earlier one where we lost Dwayne Wong. As Cliff Green picked up a little few chips and then busts Wong out. Wong went in with the Jack Queen. Green had 10s and no help on the board. So that sent Dwayne Wong to the rail, and that got Cliff Green enough chips that he was then able to eliminate Uri Miro. Miro goes down in 8th place. We did not see the hand, but we'll get the information for you in a second. But we did see the bust out, and Cliff Green all of a sudden is finding his way up the board here. So pretty interesting going on there with Cliff Green getting back into this tournament after coming in here. Well, blinds started at 10,000, 20,000 on this final table, and Green only at 160, but has now got himself in a position where can he make the comeback? That would be quite impressive. But we are now down to 7 here in this Canadian Poker Tour main event. And we're going to take a dinner break. When these guys go on break, they've got about 29 minutes to the end of this level. Right now players at 12,000, 24,000, 4,000 ante. And 7 remain. Of course, once again, we're on level 24 right now. And I believe we do have another all in hand, and looks like we do have another elimination. Are you kidding me? Wow. And that was another one of the short stacks. Chris Clisby has been knocked out in 7th place, so we're down to 6 just like that. Wow. This is unbelievable. So Chris Clisby eliminated on that one. And Kelly, you saw the hand. Oh, you didn't see the hand?
Didn't see the hand. I was just talking to a couple of guys from Vancouver.
Yeah,
that were just,
so you weren't paying attention.
No, I wasn't. We were talking about building an event out in Vancouver, and the fact how much they absolutely love the structure of what we're doing here. And,
I want to go to Vancouver.
Yeah, Vancouver's a great town, especially we've got a couple of choices between Edgewater or Hard Rock, Vancouver. Edgewater being right downtown is such a great facility. And we've got a good long-term relationship with them, and so we'll see what comes down this week, and everybody here is just anxious and waiting for the next big series. So also too, we're close to getting through the final approval stages with OLG in Ontario. So we're looking at maybe building a few events at Brantford, and lots going on.
All right, and lots going on this table, down to 6 players. Your remaining players, we have seat 3 is DA, seat 4 Cliff Green, and what a comeback he's making. How about that?
Yeah, that just goes to show you anything can happen in the final table.
Doug James there in seat 5, should be right around the chip lead, along with Quentin Siffaldine in seat 7, Dustin Santani in seat 8, and Thomas Taylor in seat 9. So those are your 6 players remaining. Just once again to break down those payouts for you, the winner is going to be walking out with a nice check of $68,000. Second place is going to be $42,300. Third place $29,500. Fourth place around $22,645, and unfortunately the board flipped for 5 and 6. So as soon as we get those back up on the board, we'll let you know.
Yep.
They're rotating quickly, thank God.
Yep.
So I don't look too stupid. Fifth place, $17,500. Third place, $13,900.
Some nice money in there for these boys. So,
and especially Cliff Green's got to be thrilled to death, because he looked like he was dead in the water, and now in major trouble coming to this final table, and it's pretty much doubled up where he logically should have ended up. So
yeah, exactly.
That's not bad. We had Santani started this final table at $2.2 million, but did take a hit early on from Doug James.
Yep.
Civildine's been fairly quiet over there, so unfortunately I said we can't really do a true commentary because of Alberta rules.
Yeah.
But I would have to say right now, based on what I've seen, James might be ahead by a hair, but we got Centani and Siffeldine right there. DA started with about 650,000 in chips, and then Cliff Green probably is around that number. I would have to say as well. Thomas Taylor was over 1 million too, and he's picked up a few. Would estimate he's probably about 1.3, 1.4, somewhere in there. Yep.
Sounds good. Social media going crazy here with all sorts of updates and things.
Yeah.
There's texting like crazy. It's it's going quick. It'll be interesting to see if these guys are looking to make a deal once they get a couple more eliminations out. I think now that everybody's got, we've just had a little consolidation here now, so the average stack size relative to the blinds is now gone up. So there's a little more play, and this thing might tighten up here now for the next little bit. So
it's always scary when we see a player get up, but that's just Siffeldine getting his phone.
Yeah. Everybody's in phone charging mode. So.
All right, hand going on right now. It is Centani. And it looks like he's in there. I think he's against Green, I think. Man, Green is focused over there, I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah. No, look at the intensity. Like, how'd you like to sit there and be trying to make a move on him?
I'll pass.
Oh, God, the stare down.
I'll pass.
He's just an intimidating, just powerful guy. And like I say, he's got a great game.
And it looked like, I think it's a turn card just came out and Green fired.
Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you what, they've been putting a lot of heat on the youngster Centani here on this final table. They have really been going after him, and Centani kind of doing some neck rolls, some shoulder rolls here.
Yep.
That's always a good sign. That makes me feel good when I see a player doing something like that.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And he does let it go. So Cliff Green continues to chip up. Very impressive job.
Yep.
By Cliff Green at this final table so far. By the way, did you see what happened in baseball today?
No, I didn't look at any baseball.
Well, number one, the Blue Jays lost.
Did they?
So they will stay in second place.
Okay.
Which is, fine with me.
Yep.
They're chasing a wild card, though.
Yep.
Good for them.
Absolutely. Still early. So much time. I don't get too excited until we get closer to it.
There's only about 55 games left. There's
it's
not
a
much
ton of
room.
Well.
But the Baltimore Orioles, see what happened to my Orioles today?
No, I did not.
Marquez hit a leadoff home run at the bottom of the first against Seattle.
Yep.
And that was it.
Really?
1-0.
Wow.
On a leadoff home run.
That's I like a little more offense myself.
That has never happened in Orioles history where they had leadoff hitter hit a home run and held out.
Wow. What's going on in the football game?
Can't see it.
Okay.
If you want to go to ESPN.com, let us know. ESPN hates my computer. I don't know what
does it?
I don't know what it is about ESPN.com, but there's just no love in that thing, especially during a broadcast. I don't know what it is. And, of course, we're live here at the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown. I'm Marco Hoke. That's Kelly Kellner.
How you doing?
We're having a great time over here. Yep. And you can still come down if you're in town.
Well, there's going to be there's definitely going to be some partying tonight. Kind of a nice little wind down and good action. It's casinos hopping, and we're going to have a little get together. So
all right.
Yeah. So everybody come on down and have some fun.
Yeah. Of course, these guys having fun on this final table, and the bounty tournament's still going on as well. By the way, Mike Leah said got a lot of chips.
Yeah.
He was kind of looking forward to going home to a point, but he chipped up so well over there.
Oh, good.
He's trying to pull that stunt again.
Yeah, I know. He's.
Oh, I'm playing so bad. Oh, I'm terrible. And then, I win the tournament.
Yeah,
he's good at that.
That's awesome.
He's very good at that.
Yeah. Very good. Chris Semesco, God bless him. He's just probably frustrated. Chris, did you have a good time?
Always.
Excellent. Yeah,
nice.
The free Poker Star Poker News stickers are good. He's gonna put those on his wall.
On his wall.
Or something.
Well, there you go.
I was gonna say something else, but it was kind of inappropriate.
Okay, good call. Thank you.
I'm actually, as I'm maturing, I'm learning to filter myself. Normally, I used to say things.
You're filtering yourself?
I know. It's unbelievable.
Okay.
I'm getting older.
All right.
I'm 47 years old pretty soon.
I hate to see what you were like 10 years ago, man.
Oh, my God.
I bet the filter was, because your filter is semi-non-existent.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
noticed
well,
that, which is okay.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with that.
yeah, well,
as long as there's a little one
I
there.
stepped
so
up
that's
for the
good.
Marco Hoke show. I
Yeah.
said,
There you go.
you know, no certain kind of discussions or comments.
Yeah.
But I've had a couple of really funny things to say, so I've laughed
Yes,
to myself.
It's been fun. Oh. You laughed, you cried, it became a part.
Yeah, I did.
Looks like Doug James is in hand over there right now. Can't quite see which who's got the cards over there he's in against.
Who's your pick right now?
I like James.
I like James,
I
too.
like James. I mean, he's been, you know, I mean, we
Here's
haven't
our-
had a whole lot of hands to see here,
Yeah.
but you know, just judged based on what the little I've gotten to see
I
of
think
him.
we see DA maybe next to go. It's hard to tell. Oh, we got an action. All in the fold. Sorry, all in the call.
And is that Santani that's in?
I don't know. I'm going to come over and take a look.
No, it looks like it is. It looks like Siffeldine is in here. I'm sorry? Yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, everybody stood up, and I cannot see what's going on in there. So, oh, debating a call. All right. So it looks like we're getting a count here. And this is a huge hand. This is, if I'm correct, and that's Jeans and Siffeldine in there, someone's going to be a massive chip leader if this hand goes through. So, and Lane's on. Lane, what do we got? What do we have? Wow. Siffeldine has not made the call yet, or Doug? Okay, so Siffeldine has gone all in, and James is debating a call here. This action all pre-flop. So if this one does go through, we will be seeing someone taking an overwhelming chip. Well, not overwhelming, but a very strong chip lead at this point here in the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown main event. So huge hand potentially between these two guys. Pretty good one. Oh, and I see JJ Corrado's getting it done in there. Logan Dunn chatting it up too. Good to see you guys. JJ Corrado in the chat box saying, screw dinner break, you'll be done in 30 minutes. But, wow, a very, very big moment here in this tournament. But you kind of got to wonder if James got his hand caught in the cookie jar here a little bit. The Siffeldine has been fairly quiet at this final table, so I'm not sure if James is going to make this push or not. I probably lean towards no, given how long this is taking. But
so just a quick update over there. You've got on the button. Sorry, on the button you've got Doug James raised, and Quentin in the small blind came over the top all in, and we've got Doug tanked right now, who's tanked for about 2 minutes. Stacks are pretty close.
Right.
You will have a chip leader if he calls. You're going to have a massive chip leader here. So I'm going to go back and watch the rest of this play out and come and report on what the hand is.
All
But
right. Sounds good.
Yeah, they're thinking about it.
All right. So once again, Doug James trying to decide if he's going to make this call or not. James is actually standing up now. Of course, Doug James, good finish in the high roller here, finished fourth, and has been playing very well in this Summer Showdown series. And now James, of course, a massive decision here. Let's see if he got his hand caught in the jar on a button raise here. Or, But the question is he willing to take a chance here? I mean, this could be the difference between 13,000 and 68,000 if he does make the call. Taking this hand down would have him double anybody else on the table with 5 left. So pressure situation here for Doug James. A little humor going on at the table, lightening the moment up. And I think James is begging to see a card here. I really don't think James is going to make this call, but we'll find out. Of course, 6th place, a little over 13,000. And Kelly is coming back over, and James, I believe, has laid it down. So Doug James gets out of the way.
Yeah, he tank folds, shows ace king. There's some discussion about both showing. Apparently, Quentin did say that he was behind with ace king, and confirmed by the one person that did see it.
All right.
So yeah, he definitely had a pair.
Yeah.
So
you're not gonna make that play
you're flipping.
At least
it's such a
queens.
big tournament. You know you're flipping. But, those are the kind of flips you need to win to, once or twice you got to get a little lucky. So poker is kind of like girls. It's all about getting lucky.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So I didn't filter myself there.
Yeah, certainly don't blame Doug for laying that down. I can see why he'd be thinking about that, though. I mean, obviously there's a chance there for him to take a massive chip lead if he does make that call and hits. But, ace-king, it's a great hand to go all in with, but it's not one to call with.
Yeah. For sure, yeah.
Especially when you have a guy there like Siffeldine who's been relatively quiet on this final table.
For sure, and such a solid player. He's not, he's not going to bluff off his entire stack when you're fighting for the difference of 13,900 versus 68,000. Is he going to bluff in the small blind there?
No.
So, it's there's some real energy, but just some real camaraderie at that table too. These guys have a lot of respect for each other. DA's looking like he's just waiting to try and pick a spot to see if he can try and turn this thing around too. And Cliff Green just quietly sitting there, waiting to pick a shot, waiting to absolutely destroy somebody. So God bless him.
Got some updates on the hands that we had, the elimination we had here between Yuri and Green. Yuri ace king Green with the queens, and no help on that board at all, not even close.
9 high board.
So Cliff Green knocked Yuri Miro out of this tournament there. And then Chris Clisby, his elimination, he shoved in for about 200,000. Taylor makes the call with queens against Clisby's ace-5.
Yeah.
And
first thing he said when he stood up is you should have waited for another hand. But
all right, so once again down to
would have been a brilliant move if the ace would have hit. So
6 players here in the main event. Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown. Make sure you guys check out CanadianPokerTour.tv. All the information about the Canadian Poker Tour, future stops, Player of the Year, other great features on the site. You guys have a cute little magazine too. It's a lot of fun.
Yep. We're next edition we're working on right now. Actually, our own Lane Anderson from Poker News Canada. We've welcomed him on our staff now as the new editor of the magazine.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, big news.
Wow, good for him.
Yep. Excuse me. So
he's moving on up.
He is. So we're looking forward to the next edition, and we'll see what. Some great content from them, from Poker News Canada, and the CPT coming together as they're our official media partners, and glad to have them aboard, and glad to have the great work that they do. It just it makes it so much easier for our guys to have the pros come in and report it and bring everybody up to date as best they do. So.
All right, and of course you can follow these guys on Twitter at CPT Online and Facebook Canadian Poker Tour. I'm Marco Hoke. Thanks for being with us.
I'm Kelly Kellner. Thanks for being with us as well.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
You're getting the hang of this.
I know.
Yeah.
Right. Little time.
I've seen some mic work. You're a little there. You're close.
I got a little ways to go. So.
You're a little.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Did I just see somebody? The text that I saw about hate. Did that really say what I think it said?
say what?
The text I saw about hate. There was this. I saw a little text.
A text.
I don't want to say what's on your phone on the air.
No.
Oh, okay. That did not. Okay, I was going to say.
Yeah.
That shouldn't have said hate with the rest of that phrase.
No.
Okay,
No. That was
good.
something completely different.
There you go.
There you go. Do you want to go through my phone?
No,
because there's some really entertaining stuff on here.
Pass on that. I don't want to see anything in that phone.
I showed you some stuff on my phone.
You did.
Yeah, some Twitter stuff.
Yeah. Good for you.
But my phone went. I'm having problems charging it. Like I plug it in, and
I hate that.
Oh God. Yeah. So I was offline for like a day because I couldn't get it. Like I would plug it in, it shows it on, but it would never get above 2%.
Oh.
So, but then I plug it in a different plug, and anyways, very frustrating. Technology is wonderful until it stops working.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Sixth place picking up $13,900. That'll be our next elimination, and 6 players remaining here. We have D.A., Cliff Green, Doug James, Quentin Sifildine, Dustin Centani, and Thomas Taylor battling it out for this.
Thomas Taylor is in for Medicine Hat. He came in with Mike Leah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And brought his special Toronto Blue Jays jersey.
He did.
I wonder if his mom packed for him.
That should say Carter on the back. If it was a Carter jersey, I'd be Joe Carter.
You can get away with
that.
that.
I can respect it. Okay. Like a Dave Steve, Jimmy Key.
You're a little bit of a handful for the things you like. You know, you're a little demanding. How does your wife handle that?
She gets by.
Does she? Okay.
She's all right. But Reyes? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not really a Blue Jay yet. A few more years. And,
okay.
You know.
Yeah, I was going to check out the score.
Dave Stewart was pretty solid in a Blue Jays uniform.
Yeah. You're going to get me starting to follow baseball a little bit more now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm cool with that. So we are all over that. Looking like some nice position here though for Dustin. And here's I think you've got it. You've got Dustin and Doug Brown. I think Doug James and Dustin are going to be going at it at the end here. That's going to be a hell of a battle. It's going to come down to somebody, getting a little heater. I think, at this point, these guys are all so good. There isn't a weak link at this table.
And I'll tell you what, I would not be surprised if there wasn't a deal made when we get down to maybe 4 players or so, maybe three.
Maybe 3.
There's a lot of money.
I think if Thomas and Da are gone, then I think just given the talent and the respect that these guys have for each other, I think they might try and level it out a little bit. But deals are always interesting. I know when we were getting down and we're at the final table of that Punta Cana Poker Classic, we got down 4 ways and I think the prize pool went 135, 82, 58, and 35. And I was the short stack with 30 when there was 4 left, and tried really hard. Eric Grenier out of Montreal was down there, and you talk about we talk about some ego with the tournaments, and he basically just said, "Listen, I'm the best player at this table, so if we're going to make a deal, I want $10,000 more than everybody else."
Wow.
And I just I was frustrated because I was sitting there going, I'd taken a couple of bad, I got it in, and a couple of guys got some chips from me when they were behind, and I'm just going, I don't want to walk out of here with the 4th place money, and so when we couldn't come to a deal, I kind of tilted a little bit. And I had a friend of mine who's down there with me, Grant, and he kind of pulled me back, and he almost slapped me, actually.
Oh, jeez.
Like I was just,
wow.
I was extremely emotional. I was exhausted. We'd played 5 days, and we were down there in the Dominican, and I had no time I had one night where we kind of had a good time. It was all inclusive. It was a great tournament. I highly encourage everybody to go check it out this year. I think I'm going to go down there again and then try and take another run at it. But
nice.
Then it was interesting. So young guy from Chicago, we were able to. He 2 hands after we couldn't make the deal, and I came back and he got knocked out. So we made a deal 3 ways, and we didn't give him the 10,000 more.
Yeah.
And, but deuces were the hand for me at the final table. I had pocket deuces 5 times, and played them all, and hit a set 3 times.
Wow.
And so the very hand after we made the deal, I had the deuces, and it became a big joke. I kept saying, "Well, let's play deuces wild," and the very next hand after we'd made the deal, he called. So I jammed with the deuces. He called with ace queen and flopped the set again. So,
wow.
But
that's a winner.
Yeah, that was a winner. And then Matt Weber and I kind of played it out heads up. We were at that point the deal was done. We played for $5K in the title, and everybody was so spent. I think I got it in with ace 5 against pocket 3s, and the ace 5 didn't hit. So.
All right, and I believe Siffeldine just taken down a pot. I'm a little obstructed here, so I can't quite see what's happening on the table. Fortunately, I got one guy blocking the road.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quiet over there.
Green, I can see green is in the hand for sure. But after that, unfortunately, the setup, I am completely obstructed, other than kind of looking through an elbow.
We'll talk to Kenny Sizer about getting some stanchions and that put up so that.
Just put a chair over there.
Okay. We'll stack some chairs. Yeah, it's looking like I say, they got a break coming up here in 5 minutes.
We should order.
We should also maybe look at seeing if we can chat with a couple of these guys on the break.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you're gonna have the prime rib burger, are you?
Yeah, there's some burger on there.
The ribeye steak is excellent.
Oh, don't tempt me.
Oh yeah.
It is on the house, I guess, right?
It is.
I'll
look after you. Food
yeah, and green definitely in hand. Like I said, unfortunately, I can't quite see who else is in there with him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna guess it's Siffeldine. Is Siffeldine have cards there?
Yeah, he seems to be shuffling chips and looking. Doug, why don't I go over and take a look and I can come report back?
All right, so looks like we've got Siffeldine against green here. Big hand. Interesting decision here for Cliff Green.
So we've got Siffeldine and Cliff Green in a hand. The board's 2 10s, ace king, and a 6. No flush of possibilities on the board, and you've got Green now looking at what kind of a move he's going to make. Fairly reasonable sized pot.
And looks like he is reaching for chips here, by the way. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to dance off the camera here, so I do apologize.
You're a hell of a dancer, by the way.
I used to be very good.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of dancer? Just general bar?
Whatever needed to be done.
Yeah.
I did take a bunch of dance classes in college.
Did you really?
Square dancing.
When you met your wife, when she was not your wife yet, was there dancing involved? Was it part of the wooing process? She didn't marry you for your dancing?
She didn't know she did.
No. Okay.
And Green has fired out, by the way. Looking, wow. Those blues, what do you say? Those blues are...
25,000.
Wow. He's got, looks like at least 400,000 out there. It's either 4 or 5.
I think we'll get Chris Clisby in here coming
okay.
You can have a little chat with him and get his take on the scenario.
Yeah, let's get Chris...
Come on, sit in, talk to Mark for a little bit about
Yeah, let's get Chris Clisby in here. Chris, congratulations. Nice run for you. 7th place, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so nice work for you. Tell us a little bit about your run through this tournament, man. It's been a wild one.
It's been a while. It was a really good tournament. Played extremely well. Never really made any mistakes all tourneys, so feel really, really good about the way I played, and yeah, can't complain with 7th place.
Yeah, kind of had to be happy with that too. You came in here 380,000 on the final table, so in a danger zone there. And
yeah, I was definitely short, so I had to pick my spots, and just unfortunately just got too short and had to go with it, and just didn't work out. So on to the next one.
So what do you think about this table? I mean, this we're down to 6 now, and this looks like Cliff Green just raked that pot. Talk about some of these guys on the table. I'm sure you.
Let me just tell you what happened there. So on that board of Ace King 10 10 6, Cliff fired out a pretty big bet, and Quentin ultimately called. Cliff showed the Kelly Kellners pocket kings, so he had a full house, kings over 10s, and Quentin mucked, and Cliff has taken some chips. So
how about that?
Yeah.
So Green.
That's why I've always said those Kelly Kellners. Are you talking about that?
Gotta look out for that, you know.
Yeah. Like, are you talking about that in Winnipeg now?
Once in a while, you know. Gotta get lucky once in a while, right?
Absolutely, buddy. I look forward to coming out. There's an event, Manitoba Lotteries Poker Open's coming up here in about a month. We're trying to see if we can do a little bit of work with them on that. But I love coming back to Winnipeg, and my favorite place for pizza and burgers in the world there. So.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't go wrong.
Okay, well, you talk to Mark a little more.
For sure.
So, out of the remaining players on this table, tell us a little bit about these guys and what you've been seeing out of their play.
These guys who are at this final table are definitely the top players. I've been playing with probably about 4 or 5 of these guys pretty much the past couple of days, and they're all very solid players. And it's definitely going to be a very good final table here.
Give me a pick. Give me a pick. Come on.
You know what? If I have to pick, I'm gonna have to go with Doug.
All right.
I feel the way that he's playing is he's really on right now, so I think it's gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be an exciting finish to this tournament. But of course, you coming up big here. Final table, tell us a little bit about what that means to you to pick up a nice chunk of change and make this final table.
It's good. It's been a while since I've made a deep run in a tournament, so it's good to get back in there and get that monkey off your back. It's just when you keep entering tourneys after tourney and just when you make that deep run, it feels good to just get back to that final table. And
people that don't get out on the tournament circuit a whole lot don't understand how hard of a grind this is getting out here. I mean, just going through a small series like this is tough enough.
Yeah, well, you're playing, 12, 14 hours a day for, 2-3 days straight. It takes a big wear on you, that's for sure.
Digging the jewelry, by the way, man. You're loaded up.
Thank you. Yeah, I've always liked jewelry since I was little, and just kind of gone with it.
You ever bet those on the table at all?
No. These are more investments, right? They're investments, so. Yeah.
There you go. So, of course, having a great time here at the Grey Eagle, and tell us your impressions about this facility.
It was amazing. Like the prize pools are great. Turnouts were, can't go wrong with the turnouts. They're a huge turnout for the main event. I was blown away by that, and yeah, it went really well here. I thought.
Yeah,
definitely be coming back for sure.
So, where for people that don't know you a little bit, tell me a little bit about how long you've been playing and your history in the game at this point.
I've been playing since probably about 18, and I've been traveling quite a bit across Canada, playing a lot of the bigger tournaments in Montreal and whatnot. And it's been a while since I've had a big score, and since pretty much in 2012 was my last really nice win that I had. So it's been a little while.
Awesome. Well, welcome back to the winner's circle.
Definitely.
Get a nice walk to the pay cage. What did you pick up? Unfortunately, they wiped that off the screen.
It was I think it was 10,240 or something like that.
That's not bad.
It's not bad for a week here, for sure.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Cliff, and nice run, and we'll see if your pick comes true here with Doug.
Yeah, we'll find out.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it.
Have a good day.
There you go. 7th place finisher Chris Clisby getting it done there, and boy, the chips just keep on moving. Or look at those stacks, and Lane Anderson's getting those counts for you. So Chris Clisby, 7th place finisher, stopping by. Appreciate that. 6 left, and we'll see what other information we gather from the guys. They are just typing away. Look at that. Injured finger and all, Lane Anderson getting it done. I think Lyle might have been it. I think Lyle wants to take over. So may have attacked Lane in his sleep or something like that, bent that finger back, but Lane's still hanging in there. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, but of course the biggest mover here on this table, Cliff Green, who has come out of nowhere on this one, came onto this final table 9th and only around 160,000 chips, and now has taken the chip, not the chip lead, but he's certainly moved up into contention at this point. Once again, we're looking at, let me pull the names here for you real quick. Unfortunately, my screen jumped, so give me 1 second. We'll get that for you. DA in seat 3, a very short stack. Looks like he's going to be pushing here pretty shortly. Cliff Green, who's added a ton of chips to his stack, eliminating a player and winning a couple of big pots here. Doug James in great shape right now. Also looking at Quentin Siffeldine and Dustin Centani. Centani came into the chip leader on this table, but he got clipped a couple of times. And Centani now, guessing he's probably around third place. And Thomas Taylor there in seat 9. So 6 players remaining, and the players are on break right now. So I think I'll take a commercial break while these guys are doing their thing. And, well, actually, I'll hang on just in case we do get another interview here. And then maybe I'll take a break. Sometime. I'll take a break sometime, someday. Oh, I do have counts. Outstanding. Well, let's see if we got some chip counts here. All right, so here's where we stand with 6 players left. Actually, Dustin Centani, I apologize. He is your chip leader still. A little over 2 million, but man, this thing tightened up. Quentin Siffeldine in second at 1,820,000. Doug James is at 1.8. Cliff Green has shot up to 1.31. Impressive. Thomas Taylor, who came in decent shape, is kind of got left behind a little bit, but he's at 1.1. DA at 650,000. And when we come back, blinds are at 15,000, 30,000. So everybody at least 20 big blinds deep. So this could be our wall for a while. But certainly these guys, a lot of action. They have not stopped firing. Of course, great updates on ca.pokernews.com. You guys have done a great job. Let's see. Getting to some flack in the chat box. JJ saying, I want a ribeye. I don't blame you. Also tries to scrub brain from the thought of Mark dancing. I used to be a very good dancer, Mr. Corrado. Just want to let you know. Very good dancer. All right, so that's where we stand right now. 6 players remaining. And like I said, unfortunately, we can't do a live stream or anything like that or set a camera up over the table or something along those lines per Alberta gaming regulation rules. So we're doing the best that we can for you, just trying to keep you updated on the action. But we've got 6 left here on this final table. Dustin Centani, your leader at the moment. But he is fighting to hang on. It is going to be a close finish here. Centani, like I said, the only player over 2 million and barely. At Centani at 2, Siffeldine at 1.8, along with Doug James. And a lot of people, and you know, I like Doug James's play. I think a lot of other people have too. As we just had Chris Clisby predicting a Doug James victory. And 2 minutes and 42 seconds left on this break. And it looks like Dustin Centani making his way back to the table. Cliff Green flying around here too. And of course, this atmosphere has just been raucous here at the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown. And, you know, but now, you know, pretty quiet. Looks like DA making his way back to the table. Thomas Taylor coming in. But 6 players left here in this one. Of course, winner up top getting $68,000. That's Canadian, of course. As we are live here at the Canadian Poker Tour Summer Showdown. Main event here at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. course, these guys getting a quick 10-minute break. Had a chance to regroup a little bit, and it was definitely a wild start to this final table as started off with 10, and within these last 2 levels, we've had 4 eliminations, and one of those, a couple of those, not short stacked. So it's been pretty rough. These guys having a lot of fun here too. It looks like great attitude here at the table. But man, $68,000 to the winner of this one. It's about obviously 6th place here is picking up around 13, if I'm correct. Yeah, 13.9. So $50,000 plus difference. Logan Dunn telling JJ to shove. Logan, be nice to JJ. JJ's a good guy. And Doug James making his way back here too. So players are back seated and clock is running. So we are underway. 45-minute blind levels. Lines of 15,000, 30,000 now, 5,000 ante. Average chip stack about 1.5. And we will start off this blind level with Dustin Santani, your chip leader by about 200,000 over Quentin Siffeldine and Doug James. First hand coming back. And Lane picking up a drink and not asking, hey, Mark, would you like a drink? That would have been fine with me. That's all right. Don't worry about me. I'm all good. I'm the only one that's going to be talking for the rest of the night. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in no man's land back here in the corner. Oh, and we had an elimination right off the bat there. Wow. Well, I was joking around. I apologize. DA has gone out. So DA eliminated. Did not see the hand, unfortunately. And I thought the players were still getting settled down there, but DA is out, and we are down to 5. So DA will pick up the $13,900. But we are now down to 5, just like that. Next payout, $17,500. And it now comes down to Dustin Santani, Quentin Siffeldine, Doug James, Cliff Green, and Thomas Taylor. All right, so 5 left. Great battle going on here, but now I'm sure we'll find out who won that hand in a little bit. But what a finish this is going to be. I'll tell you what, these guys playing some great poker. Very aggressive, though. It has been like that here this whole main event. We have seen guys willing to fire away at any point in this tournament, and it hasn't stopped. And Santani bets, and Cliff Green's going to fold that one up. So your current chip leader, Dustin Santani. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It looks like it was a call. My apologies. Man down, Lyle. Santani in another hand here, and
look what's happening here.
Yeah. There we go. I have some sort of drink.
You have a drink? I have a Caesar.
Reserve the seat for me.
All right.
An hour, I'll be back.
Okay, we have. Come and say hello quickly to so we get all the female viewers. My good friend Bash Shremahai.
Hey, what's going on?
And Bash is the man. Bash.
Thank
is
you.
Single-handedly responsible for bringing this whole crew down from Edmonton, and probably being one of the best players the CPT has ever seen.
Well, thank you, Kelly. I don't know what to say.
Well,
I'm a little
this is a good this is a good moment for us. I like
flabbergasted.
this is a good kind of a slightly gayish moment, but still tight.
It's not gay at all, but
no.
I don't see
no,
it
the
that
first
way.
couple times are never.
This
gay.
is not the first time I've been this close to another man.
Okay,
it happens a lot.
Now I know you've got a quick meeting to go to up in your room, but you're going to come back and talk to us a little bit later about some strategy, about the game, and
absolutely
what makes you what you are.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
We look forward to that, buddy.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Tell her we said hi.
What? Oh, how did you know that?
Just a guess.
Which one of them do you want me to say hi to?
Oh God! Oh, this is great. This is
that's good. That's good.
Excellent.
Oh, Canada, you betcha.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Give me like 5 minutes.
Bash has been a great friend of the CPT for a long time, and Chris Glisby, we just had a little. That's why the drinks are coming. He's having a little celebration, and
there you go.
So we toast Chris on his 7th place.
Outstanding. Good for him.
Now DA is gone.
Yeah, and we missed the hand. It happened so fast we didn't see who picked up those chips.
Well, the one thing we can rely on is the prompt, swift, and precise reporting of Poker News Canada.
Yeah, I asked Lean. He had no clue.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
No, we didn't. But it happened so quickly there. But once again, down to 5 players left.
Oh, actually, no. He told me on the way out. It's Ace 10 versus Ace 6.
Yeah, but who got him?
The guy with the better hand got him. That's the best reporting I can
know where that chip movement went. Yeah. That's pretty important at this point.
We'll find that out. Okay. Well, it's kind of going as I thought it was going to go. I'm thinking probably Thomas might be next to go, and then we're going to fight it out between these 4 absolute beasts. Cliff Green's pretty happy right now.
He's got to be.
Had a chat with him on the break, and he and I go way back as well. Kind of interesting, being in this business in the Canadian circuit for a while, and nice seeing the consistent faces. Mm-hmm. It's really something.
Yeah, it looks like Doug James is in a little bit of a battle, and Santani flips his hand over, and it looks like we might have a chop pot on this. Yep, they're splitting it up.
Yeah. Great little crew.
Yeah, absolutely.
Little activity starting to a little buzz coming around the Blaze bar.
Yeah, everybody.
I saw a guy ordered that ribeye steak. It looked delicious.
Oh, we didn't get to order. I'm upset. That's all right. I got it covered.
Okay. Are we going to order one and?
We'll get one at some point here. But I'll tell you what, this is this is getting pretty tense over here right now.
I know. That's why I thought I'd get us a drink to kind of help calm the excitement.
JJ Corrado.
This is Canada. You got to, you got to step up.
JJ Corrado in the chat box getting excited. Logan Dunn told him to shut up. I've done that many times.
Really?
I've told JJ to shut up many times.
Okay. Nice.
All right, and I have to do some quick work on here. Can you cover me for 1 second while I
Sure.
hang it?
Absolutely. Tell me what you're doing first so that I can.
Well, we have a recording coming up, and I have a 3-hour limit.
Oh, okay. So you're going to do a little.
So I got to do a little save and label this thing as.
Sure.
So all of the great fans of the Canadian Poker Tour can see some of their favorites that stopped over.
Well, then we'll take this moment to give a couple of shout-outs to our great tournament crew here. Kenny Sizer's looking after things here tonight.